in here in a minute. And we're live. Welcome to Mad Dodge Productions. I am the Mad Libertarian, and today it's beer streaming. Everybody of age to drink on this stream has a beer, and we're going to be talking about random shit. Trump's shoes, and the end of the world for Japan, of course. You know, there's always that. But we got to start with the important part, the shoes, right?
Those shoes. Oh gosh, yeah. So fuck. Yeah. So what was it? Melania Trump shows up in Houston, Texas. Was it right? Wearing stilettos. So for those who don't speak woman, she's wearing heels. Very, very high heels, the highest of heels. These heels smoked the dankest of kush and got very high. And apparently people are criticizing her, saying that this is very bourgeois of her. And I think it's ironic that the left would use the term bourgeois. But yeah, this is I don't know, this means nothing to me. It's a family that has billions of dollars. They're so wealthy that Donald Trump is being paid $1 a year, and only because he has to for tax purposes.
You know, I think that's a better story than the shoes. The man's not even getting a paycheck, really.
Yeah,
that's got to tell you something about him.
Yes. Literally being the president, he's donating his time to us.
Yeah, it's actually quite amazing in the modern era, because I think the only other president to do so was George Washington, right? He didn't take a paycheck either.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually extremely unprecedented. Considering the fact that a lot of these people that actually get into the presidency, indeed get into politics in general, these people are out almost exclusively to make money. George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, you know, all these people go out and they literally shill themselves to major corporations, unions, special interest groups like that. And that's how these people, even though they really don't make that much money, that's how these people ultimately end up living in multi-million-dollar homes.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like a congressman's salary is what, $80,000 a year, but most of these guys, after they get reelected a couple times, are millionaires. That's weird.
Oh yeah, you know, it's funny is that in California, that's one of the biggest arguments against Maxine Waters. Yes, she's supposed to be getting paid 80 or so grand. Oh, what's this? She owns 2 houses that both have a net worth more than 500K. Oh, what's this? She sends her children to the most exclusive private schools, and she owns the most exclusive Mercedes-Benz and all this.
Of course she does.
Yes. Well, I don't know exactly what car she has, but you know, this is just generally the lifestyle these people lead.
Put it this way, I'm not that far off from their supposed salary, and I'm not living in a fucking congressman's suite. So that's bullshit, complete bullshit.
Why don't you have a multi-million-dollar mansion, Redbeard?
I don't know.
You should have earned it by now.
I'm obviously fucking.
Well, he needs the government to build it for him, right? You know, because we can't build anything ourselves.
I need to put in a couple of bills that we pass for them to finance my next of kin's mansions. I think that it'll happen.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh, it's so wretched. I can't believe that. So what was the thing about Donald Trump's khakis?
I didn't understand that. Why, I don't understand why people thought that his attire was odd.
Khakis, yeah, I was about to say that's relatively tame dress for, you know, he could have walked up there wearing a gelato suit and tie, or I don't know, fucking insert fancy brand name of
so
clothing.
First it was Melania's heels, right? And that was them getting on the plane to go to Texas. And so it wasn't even them going out into Texas. It was like, oh my God, look what she's wearing to Texas. But that was on the plane to Texas. And then when she got off the plane, she was wearing like tennis shoes, like Reeboks.
Yeah.
You know, like normal pleb clothing. And yeah, so I was like, okay, your fucking stupid narrative here is just void.
Well,
but
you know,
no, everyone made a huge fucking deal about her being like, wow, not the thing you should wear when you're walking all over a bunch of people's home graves, you know. Are you fucking kidding me?
how
Well,
dare
I
she?
want to know.
Oh, sorry.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
know how are we ever going to make these people happy? If she wouldn't have showed up at all, they'd be talking shit about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You fucking know it, dude.
And is that better? I heard an echo probably from my speakers over the mic. Did I clear that up?
Oh, it's fine, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's completely ridiculous. They can't do anything right at all as far as the media is concerned. Just like Obama couldn't do anything wrong as far as they were concerned.
Yeah, no. They're fucked either way. Honestly, it's bullshit.
And I saw a tweet earlier. Stefan Molyneux put it out, and he's like, "Houston is flooding. North Korea is firing missiles over Japan, and all you people are doing is complaining about shoes." It's world.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And the
sounds
man
about
has
right.
a point. Yeah. And I think that's a good segue into a real topic. So I saw the map of the missile. It did go over Japan, over the landmass, not just their territorial waters. It went over and it splashed down on the other side of Japan. So that is an issue, and Trump will do something about it. What will he do? That's the real question.
What part of Japan did it go over?
Let me go to CNN real quick and look at the map. All right, so it came out of northern North Korea, right by the border with China. And it looks like it splashed down outside of Hokkaido, Hokkaido.
Okay, so Hokkaido, it's northern Japan.
And it splashed down right. It looks like the red dot is right off the coastline.
Wow.
That's fucked up. Okay, yeah, so Hokkaido is the like very cold, mostly native Japanese Japan. Like they're still not like, I guess they would be more traditionalist Japan. And
fucking hippie. But like when they launch those missiles into the ocean, doesn't that affect the water somehow? Like it was just a thought that popped in my head just now. So
well,
sorry.
Yeah, they have rocket fuel in them, so that would contaminate part of the coastline, I would think.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not no fucking hippie, but that's why I asked.
yeah, I mean, kill fish and shit, but if it's not a nuke, I mean, I don't know. But no, so it went over Hokkaido, which is northernmost prefecture in Japan, and very cold up there. Fuck, and it landed just outside, still in the Japanese Sea.
That's what it looks like. I grabbed the link. I'm putting it in the side chat here, and then the main chat for the viewers. So there you go, Redbeard. So you can see the map. You probably would understand it better than I.
Archive.is, that motherfucker.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I see it.
Wow. That's incredible. That's not good.
Okay, yeah, the link is in the main chat for the viewers as well. Now also Japan issued an emergency alert via text message saying that a missile has been launched. Get to the nearest bunker or safe place that you can find.
Yeah.
Happened on the west coast of America. We'd already be at war. We would have already bombed them.
Yeah, I have to say I am extremely surprised there was no retaliation.
In fact, the link you posted has a video of the sirens going off, alerting the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And I think the last time North Korea tried this, I think the article says is the 90s.
Oh yeah,
so
this
has happened before.
This is complete bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. North Korea should be fucking blasted away by now.
Well, the president also has Houston to deal with. So do you think he has a mobile command unit or something with him so he could discuss North Korea, or is he just going to wait until he gets back to D.C.?
Well, I do know. Well, we have lots of charity going to Texas right now. Even Bush, Anheuser-Busch, the beer is sending a canned water instead of beer. They stopped Budweiser production to send beer cans as charity, or as water cans as charity. You could also have a carrier off the coast of Texas supply power to power a major city. Not only that, it can provide like food and water and everything, fresh water and all that. So, but we have lots of carriers.
Yeah, we do.
Well, what I was getting at was the response to North Korea, because he is kind of preoccupied right now. The president is, that is.
Okay, so no, I don't think a hurricane or a tropical storm is going to stop us from losing a war of any sorts or stop us from fighting a war. Nope, no chance.
So, I have to ask, do you think this was supposed to be a direct hit and they, like, legitimately missed? Because this is dangerously close to the shoreline. Like, this is very, so fucking incredibly close to actually hitting Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking looking at that map, too. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because I know it's like 1,000 kilometers, but, you know, that's still relatively close.
Yeah, Redbeard, what do you think about that? Because I don't really know. Because if they were trying to hit him, they're so close. Wouldn't they have just hit him?
I don't know. That's a tough call because they're so inaccurate with everything else.
Yeah.
You
know, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to exacerbate the situation, North Korea, their state news agency came out and said that they're planning on doing more of these tests into the Pacific, which means they're going to fly more missiles over Japan.
Wow. Well, you know, I have to say one thing that is kind of concerning is the fact that this missile wasn't shot down at all. That makes me think that we don't have enough SAM sites, or they know where our SAM sites are, so they know where to strategically hit. But this does, in fact, make me think that there are a good portion of regions, maybe in Japan and even South Korea, where we can't strike these missiles down.
Well, that's not necessarily true. You don't know the engagement range of SAM sites.
No, I don't.
So they could have engaged if it had gotten closer, perhaps. Now, whether they have our advanced technology or not, who knows if Japan does?
Well, I know we do donate to them.
We sell to them.
Yeah, sorry, sell. And I know we also do have our own military bases there. We do have our own assets to protect.
Yes, we have bases in Okinawa and then in Sasebo.
Yeah, and granted, this isn't anywhere close to Okinawa, but you know, something to be.
Yeah, this was very far away from both bases. So,
well, I don't know if the president has contacted Putin or not, but Russia has began an evacuation from the border they have with North Korea, which is a pretty small border, but they are evacuating everybody out of there. Might be brewing.
nice.
And if the president told Putin ahead of time, he would totally evacuate and just maybe stay out of it if they're having direct communication with each other.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think we're going to nuke. The United States will not use nuclear weapons again unless we have to. No. So it would be conventional warfare.
Yeah. Well, Trump has already selected. Trump has already made his selection of bombing planes that he wishes to use, and none of them are outfitted to actually carry nuclear arms. Just the conventional weapons. Nothing aside from that.
This is what I just found. Apparently, Pelosi just condemned Antifa.
Oh, that's a miracle.
Yeah, that is a miracle.
Is it snowing in LA? Like, is it all just freeze over?
Hell is frozen over. There is a God.
Yeah. Oh my God. She must be losing her mind. There's no way she did that on purpose.
Yeah, she was sleepwalking and just so happened to make her way to the podium. That's breaking news, folks. You heard it here first. Yes, Moab, North Korea. I would actually, I would unironically be okay with that. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to take anybody. I don't want to even bomb North Korea, but it seems like they're pushing our hand here, man. Like, even as a libertarian, I'm like, this is enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, I was honestly, I kind of had enough, you know, like 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, that was the point of no return. You can preach about like the NAP all you want, the non-aggression principle, but they violated the NAP so many times, multiple times over. It's just there's no saving them, so to speak.
Well, sooner or later, I'm not touching you becomes an aggression in itself. So, you're right. They have violated the non-aggression principle. Clearly.
Yeah. That's what, yeah, there's fucking, I don't know, there's a very, gosh, I don't know, I have so many problems with the NAP. But it's just like, there is that line of the libertarians that are more ANCAPs rather than libertarians that say, right, so you can't strike them just yet. They actually have to nuke Japan in order for us to actually take any kind of militaristic action. It's like, right, I'm sorry, but that's too late. That's too late to do anything. It's
well, yeah. Well, okay. So, like, if I walk over to my neighbor's house and I just walk in, I don't steal anything, but I go to their bathroom and go use their bathroom and walk out. They're gonna call the cops on me. I wasn't invited in their house. That's still, you know,
yeah,
violating the non-aggression principle. So, for North Korea to fly presumably a weapon of mass destruction over another country's airspace is a violation of not only international law, but the non-aggression principle.
Interesting. Yeah, well, I very much agree. It's kind of like someone holding a gun to your head. At which point does it violate the non-aggression principle? Does it violate the non-aggression principle if they tell you they're going to shoot you? Okay, well, what if they just take out the gun and put it to your head? Well, is that a violating? Is it violating the non-aggression principle when they actually pull the trigger? You know, this is all, I don't know. It's all stuff that is unfortunately relatively subjective.
Well, as soon as you pulled a gun on me, I consider it a violation.
Yeah.
And what's up, Wolfshot? You haven't said a word. I know we're talking about the nap. Sooner or later, you're gonna say I'm afraid of roads. So get it over with. Go ahead.
Dude, I fucking called it. I knew she was gonna show up too. Hi, Wolfshot.
Hey.
How you doing?
I was just listening. That's all.
Oh, no road jokes? Hell has frozen over. Nancy
Well, you already admitted you were in an ANCAP, so I've done my job. my job on this world has been completed. So
she's gonna ascend to goddesshood and dwell amongst higher beings.
Yeah, hopefully 40 fucking lesbians or something. I don't know. That would be dope as fuck. 41 lesbians in heaven.
I don't know. That's pushing it. 40 is a nice round, even number. 41, that just bugs me a little.
I know, that's weird, isn't it? Isn't that weird? Like
you can have 40 or you can have 42. You have to fucking
41
choose.
virgins? Why that number? It's strange.
Because the one that's left out is the one cooking your dinner and grabbing you your beer.
Or she's the ugly fat chick. That's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
That's what I'm thinking.
The one is the ugly one.
The one you want, like, you don't want to sleep with, but you want to sleep with, but then you got to get drunker, you know what I mean? Get them beer goggles to 100, you know what I'm saying?
She's the ugly friend that makes the rest look even prettier.
I mean, I was just listening to the conversation, that's all. And then we devolved into lesbians, and, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Speaking of lesbians, I'm actually kind of great. That's actually a nice little transition there. So this is from the USA Today. The headline reads, Mattis freezes transgender policy, allows troops to continue serving, pending study, it says. Here, actually, let me copy that and throw it in the side chat for you guys.
So that was my contention when Trump posted that on Twitter, is that Mattis was actually conducting a military readiness study that was supposed to end July 1st, but he extended it to January 1st of next year. So the study wasn't finished. Yet Trump decided to go ahead with it anyways without Mattis completing his study, which on a military scale, I'm going to trust the Mad Dog. You know what I mean? I'm going to let him do his work.
Right.
Especially when it comes to military matters. I mean, I would trust him with whatever he wants to do with North Korea or any, you know, country that's aggressing on our allies or us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree. Mattis is so... Mattis, if you ever watched any of the interviews, Mattis is extremely well-read and extremely well-versed in just military tactics and military history and the whole 9 yards. So any judgment he would make, I would genuinely trust, even if it was opposed to my own personal views.
Well, yeah, even if he comes out after the study and says, okay, transgender troops do affect military readiness, fine. I wouldn't agree with it, but I'd accept it because he knows his shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I actually didn't know there was a study going on. I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Yeah, I Googled it when it happened, and because I wanted to know if Mattis had said anything, and apparently, let me see if I can find the study, the article again, real quick. But it said that he was studying military readiness for transgender troops if it would affect it at all.
Well, I know one way it wouldn't affect it at all. Put them all in desk jobs. You know, that. Oh. I'm serious. Like, usually the simplest solution is the best. I don't want to go off on a gay marriage tangent, but if the state didn't...
What the fuck?
If the state didn't issue the licenses...
The thing is...
Trans people don't... I don't know how that connects, though.
No,
when you're talking about members of the military, you don't want to have restrictions on where you place people. So when you join the military, you might join up to be a certain rate or a job, but they might say, you know what, fuck it, needs of the military, you're doing this now. But now they have restrictions because you're trans, so you need to be at a desk job. You know,
sucking dick doesn't really affect that all that much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's get real. Being gay versus being trans or whatever. I mean, they're very different dichotomies.
Well, no, the only thing I was trying to say was the simple solution I had was let churches issue the licenses, not the state, and then you can open up any church you want, and then bam, problem solved. You didn't need an amendment. You didn't need to go to the Supreme Court.
How do I post on here?
And that's all I meant with the trans issue.
You go to the upper left-hand side. There should be a little.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
But that's all I want is just simple solutions. I don't want everything to drag on through the courts and have a battle, a culture war every year about a different issue.
Military Times. That's where I picked it up from.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty reputable source, too.
Yeah,
I wanted to get it from the horse's mouth, so might as well, you know.
Yeah, very good.
It's not quite the horse's mouth, but it's pretty damn close.
Well, I think they would have the most effective reporting on what Mattis and or other generals would have to say about this issue.
Yeah, that's usually where I go for my news too, unless I can get like Navy Times or whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to find something in Navy Times, but I just landed on the first page, and there it was. I'm like, okay, cool. And like I said, if he says that it affects military readiness, then sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think there's a single service member that fucking disagree with him.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, everyone loves Mad Dog Mattis. I mean, I love him. I wanted him to be president.
Yeah.
I mean, he raised troop levels in Afghanistan when Trump was saying we should leave. I don't know if I really put 100% faith in him.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear that.
Yeah, could you repeat that?
Mathis wanted to raise troop levels in Afghanistan, even though Trump wanted to pull out. And yes, they did. They raised troop levels.
But you got to think.
Yeah, because he knows his asshole from his elbow when it comes to military things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 20-year war. It's going on 20 years, guys. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta you have to. The man has the experience. I mean, fuck, it's. Well, I don't know.
How long was World War II?
Okay. Mad Dodge. I don't know if you heard Trump's one of his, I think his second to last speech, but he finally got or gave or released the restrictions for our military to complete the mission like they're supposed to. Now, take that how you want to. But you know there have been lots of restrictions on military operations that prevented us from accomplishing missions in the past.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I don't know.
Bureaucratic red tape. I'm telling you, that's what hindered George W. Bush's campaign. That's what hindered Desert Shield and Desert Storm. I mean, we could have killed Saddam Hussein in 1982, but bureaucratic red tape and herpaderp and all that other bullshit prevented as such.
Luckily, Trump don't give a shit about that and fucking cut it all. And now Mattis is like, all right, well, let's fucking go back in now that we can do this shit.
Yeah, I think Mattis had a big influence on the cutting of the bureaucratic tape, especially with the military, and what the goals they're trying to achieve in the Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, we still. Yeah.
Didn't Obama expand with the red tape with the military too?
What?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, Obama kind of pulled us out.
Yeah.
I say
Didn't he put restrictions on the soldiers too? Like I don't remember what they were specifically, but then he had a certain guidelines for them and whatnot to follow during combat.
Right. And I think
Well, we
think
have
we might
the
have
same.
guidelines for.
Obama is about as good at pulling out as I am, and I have 6 kids. All right, he didn't pull out.
Jesus Christ. That's why I said he kind of pulled out.
Yeah, kind of like how Mad Dodge kind of pulled out. You know?
Jesus.
God fucking damn it, Mad Dodge.
Oh, that was a good joke.
You cheeky shit. Yeah, that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I just
was
want to
very good.
imagine you pulling out of your wife. That's exactly the image I need.
I didn't tell you to go through a freaking thought experiment with me, Wolf.
Oh, too late, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's funny.
But no, I would definitely take his word. I mean, you know, I don't much care for Trump, but I do feel that that decision was a tad rushed because Mattis wasn't finished with his investigation, essentially.
Actually, that brings up another question. Now that Mattis has brung, the transgender ban to a halt, what happens to all the lawsuits? Because I heard that some people were suing the Trump administration because of the transgender ban.
Oh, honey, everyone's suing the Trump administration. It's still going to happen, I'm sure.
Everyone and their mom is.
The ACLU, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the whatever, the fuck me in the ass, fuck dogs or some shit. I don't know. Probably any leftist organization with money is suing Donald Trump.
Well, the ACLU actually defends people on the basis of free speech, so they do some good work. Now, the Southern Poverty Law Center, they're garbage.
The ACLU can bite my cock.
You have a cock?
I do. It's huge. My wife loves it.
It's big and black.
No, actually, it's not.
Oh, it's pink?
Well, I am a white woman. I mean,
well, all I know is.
Wouldn't it be kind of weird to come out your? I don't know. That'd be kind of weird if I. That's weird.
I don't know. Well, all I know is it's in the dresser.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sorry,
but no. You're fine. The ACLU though, I tried to elevate a case based on discrimination because my boss's boss is Muslim, and he doesn't like me because I'm a homosexual. I tried to, see what I could do about the workplace discrimination. They told me to go fuck myself because he's a Muslim and they don't want that kind of attention.
Wow.
That's some bullshit. They defend freaking Klan members and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were like, you should take this up with a private attorney. And I'm like, but why though?
Oh my God.
What are you here for?
I can fucking tell you why. It's because he's a poor Muslim.
I know.
Obviously more discriminated than you. Jesus
Oh yeah.
Christ.
He makes 12 times more than I do. He's so discriminated against.
I know. The poor man. If he was born with white skin. Oh my God, that's fucking disgusting, dude. I literally can't believe that. That fucking pisses me off.
No, seriously, I really did try, and if something happens, I've got that in my back pocket. It's no problem.
I can't fucking believe they said that to you. That is fucking horse shit, dude. Jesus Christ.
I'm honestly not surprised, especially with the political climate we're in right now.
Yeah,
everywhere we go, it's fucking political.
Yeah, it's the fucking oppression Olympics. Jesus Christ, man.
So when it sucks because when there's a legitimate case of discrimination, you get fucked, or you get told, we can't do this. You need to foot the bill for a private attorney because we don't want to make all Muslims look bad. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make all Muslims look bad. I'm trying to make this fucking asshole look bad. Just one.
Oh, but not all Muslims, don't you know?
Hashtag.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's like that. I don't know if you guys saw the stream that Thorne did about the fucking that TV show with the fucking black lesbian Muslim chick.
What the fuck is this?
I'm not kidding. It's on Freeform or whatever, that goddamn family channel. It's a fashion magazine TV show, and they have this black lesbian Muslim.
Christ. That's like the, what was her name? From Marvel, Miss America. She was like a transgender lesbian Muslim or some shit. And her name was...
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Oh,
right?
is it Captain? Oh, I could have swore. I think, or no, maybe her name is...
You're thinking of Miss America or whatever the fuck.
Yes, I think her name is America. I think her name is...
She's a lesbian Latina.
Oh, lesbian Latina Muslim. There we are. It's just like, what the fuck, dude?
No, Captain Marvel is the one who is, or Miss Marvel, I can't fucking remember, is the lesbian black chick. I don't know. I'm like, Marvel, what's going on, dude?
She's a transgender two-spirit, and identifies as a pancake.
Yeah, I identify as a stapler, so I'm waiting for that comic book hero.
Stapler woman.
Yeah, for real. And God damn it.
So I just Googled weird news, and Huffington Post popped up, so I clicked on it. Here's a good reason.
You just Googled what, dude?
Just weird news. And HuffPost. And here's a reason to be afraid of roads, Wolfshot. Sinkhole swallows man's leg as he crosses New York's city street.
I thought you were going to say Houston. I thought you were going to say Houston. Because that's completely understandable if something swallows you in Houston right now.
Afraid of roads? To get us, Wolfshot. I'm telling you.
Oh, actually, speaking of Houston, you know what's fucking hilarious? I think it was...
all the alligators in the water?
Actually, two funny things about Houston. Sorry, right. So the first is a little personal. I was listening to a live stream at work, and I fucking was laughing. I was like, oh, lol, all those plebs in Houston drowning in, like, water and shit. And then I was just like, oh, wait, I have family in Houston, and I shat my pants. So, like, that's the first funny thing, right? And then apparently, was it Fox News that's spreading the false picture, the Photoshop picture?
Oh, the shark.
Or, well, a Fox News anchor said that he saw pictures of sharks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's fake. Yeah.
All the sharks in Houston, apparently. Yes.
I know they're definitely gators because Gator World got flooded. There were like over 4,000 gators or something, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, that's the second story on Huffington Post under Weird News. Alligator sanctuary on alert as floodwaters threaten to unleash hundreds of gators.
It's like being in New Orleans, man.
But screw that, man. They got sharks and gators going down the freaking highway? No.
No. The shark thing was fake, honey. The gator thing is real.
Whoa.
Well, the shark thing was cool, man. Stop photoshopping things, people.
I mean, I have to admit it is photoshopped pretty well. However, they did have an actual picture of a gator on an interstate, just hanging out, chilling, going up to this dude's truck, and I'm just like, nah. How about Joel Osteen? How about that?
What's going on with that?
He's got a mega church in Houston or somewhere around fucking there. And the stadium fits 16,000 plus people. And he refused to open it.
Yeah.
As a shelter.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's so fucking hilarious how Christianity preaches that help the homeless and whatnot, and you know, walk amongst the poor, donate all your shit to charity, be a fucking pleb. Oh, what's this? You're not going to open up your fucking house that houses 16 million people or some shit like that. 16,000, whatever. It's fucking close enough, right? 16,000 people, yes. Just be a good Christian. Keep the plebs out of your fucking castle.
Yeah, but apparently he got so much backlash and pressure that he opened it up.
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't fucking believe that. That was just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, okay, that's just fucking funny. Like, I don't even know how to fucking respond to that. Oh, did you go? Oh, I totally fucking forgot about that. Hold on, let me copy this link really quick. Right. Do you guys know what Pidgin is?
A what?
Pidgin. So what this is essentially a extremely broken form of English.
Oh god damn it.
Pigeon.
Oh.
Pigeon.
Oh, is it pigeon? Oh, okay. Well, that's just like
actually
twice as fucking gay.
There's actually a Skype alternative called Pigeon or whatever, and it actually has a purple bird, like that Facebook bird.
Oh, okay. No, you're talking
Oh.
about the IM alternative. There's an instant messaging program.
Oh, I was thinking trash pigeon, but okay.
No, there is an actual instant messaging platform called Pigeon. That is
What's that one picture?
Very good.
No, what you're talking about is the BBC had opened up a whole nother site that's entirely in that crappy broken English.
Oh no! Don't fucking. No, I know, Matt Dodge. We've already laughed about this for about an hour today.
Right. So I thought
Why dumb day call Howard Kane human being name?
We done top day.
Should we see if we can try and read one by chance?
Sure. I'll read it to you. Okay.
Apparently, there's different like dialects of pigeon.
Oh,
like there's Hawaiian pigeon and
it's all
fucking
just
what?
fucking nigger speak. It's really just fucking.
There you go.
Oh, it's just it sounds terrible. Like E Dante, way we done day here digist. Like I don't even know what the fuck that means. E day happen? You know go happen. If he happen, how he gon' be? Like what the fuck does any of that shit mean?
It's literally just broken English. That's all it is.
It's fucking garbage English, dude.
That's what it is. It's even if you Google it, it says at Google Pigeon BBC, it comes up as in quotes broken English. It's what it is. It's just fucked up, retarded speak.
Well, to be fair, Creole is a form of pigeon.
No, but could you imagine calling a football game in that fucking language?
I don't know. I like French Creole. My family is, French Creole, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess you kind of have a point there. It's a. I guess, but
that's more like Native American and white.
You can almost consider it like a dialect, almost.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I would think it would be because we do it all the time. Like random words stuck into English.
I just can't help when I hear like pigeon. I can't help but think like it's almost like someone's just trying to sell me weed.
Is it kind of like barmy in England? Or however they say that?
No, it's kind of like Creole, you faggot.
Well, Creole, I just feel like I'm about to have some good fucking food.
I'm just saying it's probably the most notable type of pigeon that we have heard before.
Well, that's fucking, it's translatable and fucking understandable. What the fuck?
Well, because there's some French in there, that's why.
Yeah.
Is pigeon
there's a Latin-based language in there or whatever.
Is pigeon just essentially broken English then?
Pigeon, hold on.
Of any type?
I did a whole fucking thing on linguistics when I was in college.
I did too, but I didn't like study this. I did actual like full-blown language. I didn't do like this kind of shit. I don't know anything.
A simplified form of language used for communication between people not sharing a common language.
Okay, so it's a mixture.
Yeah, so like Creole, you've got French words mixed in with English words, or in Spanish Pigeon, which is really popular in LA, California, period, mostly Southern California.
English and Spanish.
It's strange. It's fucking weird. Really.
So pidgin just means mixtures of languages, basically.
Yeah.
It's an auxiliary language that's come into existence through the attempts by the speakers of two different languages to communicate.
Okay.
But yes, you are correct. You are correct.
That was nicely defined.
I mean,
No, that makes sense now. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I can understand all of this black pigeon speak then. Even
well, you know, it's like when we, you know, make fun of, you know, Chinese, you know, the ping pang. You like the food, you want the ping pang, you know, that's considered pigeon.
Sucky sucky.
Yeah. You want $5? Me so horny. Me love you long time.
yeah.
That shit was funny though, Redbeard. You pretty much on accident shouted out "Black Pigeon Speaks."
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
all
whatever.
black pigeons matter, all right?
You know
guys?
what? If there's anyone that's deserving of a shout out, I'd say it's him. So, a good channel.
Yeah, for sure. I've been subbing his channel for a year or two now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of have to admire the finesse at which he drops red pills while still not being like sounding like a fucking insane person.
Yeah.
No, and he's very well spoken and well learned.
Does anyone know what black pilling is?
Yes.
Yes.
What? All right. What is it?
It's where it's more of a harsh reality than the red pill. It's when things go to shit and then you just accept it. That's basically what the black pill is.
Yeah. The black pill's like society is unredeemable. It's filled with so much debauchery and sin and ineptitude that it's just unsavable. It's better to hit that restart button, you know. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. Great. Assured destruction.
Yeah,
Eventually,
pretty much cynicism.
Eventually, you'll hit the black pill if you just keep hating on the bullshit.
Yeah, the black pill is the red pill. It is the inevitable pill that you must take. Wait, what the fuck is this?
That's pretty much when you pack your shit and you go in the woods and you like abandon all of society.
Ah.
Right, and yes, me and Redbeard. A week from now, we will be doing just that.
Yes, we will.
What's this?
Any particular reason why?
Why the fuck
well,
not?
Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's interesting.
Like camping or really thinking the world's gonna end?
Well, we
Doesn't
just
matter.
got done watching. We just got done watching Brokeback Mountain, but no, nothing in particular. Nothing.
Brokeback Mountain.
We really just kind of want to start a ranch and like break horses together.
It's hot.
Brokeback Mountain.
That's it. Yes. Oh God, no,
Did
seriously.
someone make a parody of that? Like make fun of it, except with lesbians or something?
Yeah.
Oh, the parody. Yes, the Brokeback Mountain, but with lesbians, because we're too lazy to make up our own storyline. Oh gosh, who is that? Wasn't Emma Watson in that movie actually?
No, it was Selma Hayek.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, doesn't one of them die in the movie? Like one of the two guys or something?
Yeah, one of the dudes. Yeah.
Shut up, dog.
Hey, man, that's animal abuse, and it's not okay.
He's over here snoring, being fat and late.
Don't you know dogs have feelings? You can't yell at them. How dare you raise your voice to your own pet?
Come here.
Dude, you taking a shit? But I just like looked away for 2 minutes.
You own a black dog? That's racist.
Yeah.
You better set that dog free.
You How dare you keep that dog in captivity? What are you? You have it picking cotton in the fucking goddamn fields, you racist.
What in the fuck, you racist fuck?
You can't own a black dog, man. It's not okay.
I bet he walks it on a chain instead of a leash.
That's racist.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm still looking for this pigeon article, by the way. I really
Yeah,
want
you can't. It is okay to own a black cat because they pretty much own you. You don't own them. You know what I mean?
Dude,
you're just living in their house.
I can fucking attest to that. My cat is a fucking asshole. Oh, I fucking hate
Oh,
my
they
cat.
all are. We have 2 cats. They sleep all day, and then we're like, okay, time for bed. I'm like, it's 3 in the morning. I'm going to bed. And then the stupid cats will just run down the hallway back and forth all night. Bad.
Well, no, the stupid shit is that my cat's actually really fucking nice, right? So whenever I go to bed, she literally sleeps in between my legs. But here's the thing. She fucking is so goddamn clingy. She will, like, if I'm ever sitting on the computer and she can't access my lap, she just sits there and fucking meows at me for, like, literally for fucking ever. She's so goddamn needy. Like, I got a cat because I didn't have to take care of it. Like, that's why I hate dogs. You have to take them on a fucking walk and shit. Oh, fucking no, dude.
I found the pigeon article.
Cool.
What do you mean you found a pigeon article? There's more than one.
Well, this is the BBC one, and this was from the 21st, a few days ago.
First initiated it?
Well, this is the one you shared. This was
Oh.
BBC done launch pigeon service.
Yeah.
And on tay we done dare the guest. It happened, and it'll go happen. If it happened, how it go be? Well, it don't happen today. BBC done launch new. Oh man, I can't. Oh Jesus, I feel like I should be selling fucking weed. I can't do this.
The challenge is to finish the article without fucking laughing.
Right?
Or
Yeah.
trying to
No, I already failed, and it's not even the first fucking paragraph.
Can Mad Dodge do it?
Hell no.
Mad Dodge, it's here. It's in the link is in the chat. Here you go.
Here,
Paste. Someone take over. I tried.
Fuck it, I'll give it a shot.
There you go. Fucking, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
BBC don't launch pigeon service. E don't we don't de hear the guess. E de happen. E no go happen. If e happen, how e go be? Well, e don't happen today. BBC don't launch new one. We be BBC news pigeon service. The service go de for Lagos, but the plan to serve people where they speak Pidgin for Central and Western Africa. BBC Pidgin, part of the 289 mil plan where BBC arranged to expand to many languages like Afghan or Wamo, Amraki. I can't read some of these languages.
Gujarati, Igbo, Korean, Marathi, Punjabi, Telugu, Tigrinya, and Yoruba.
Oh, very cultural of you.
The Lake Kisu Labarena, where bear the editorial lead for BBC in Nigeria. Talk say BBC Pidgin Good Sunday mainly for inside internet is Tory Go Flow for inside website. Facebook and for Instagram. How Pigeon Day important? For Nigeria alone, 70 million people they speak Pidgin, and even more people they follow yon the language for other countries like Ghana, Cameroon, Ghana, Syria, Leon, and Liberia. LeBron also talks as Africa be the youngest continent for the world as per them get youngest people pass e good as BBC Pigeon the internet because young people go fit relate well.
Dude, I have to say that was actually really well done. Good job.
Good. I gotta say, fucking grats on that shit. Holy fuck.
Wow.
Since when is Africa the youngest continent?
It fucking knows. Well, if we was all kings at one point, right?
We was kind of.
Other than the ridiculousness of the language itself, they're not the youngest continent. Didn't life like originate there, like humanity, and then spread out across the world?
As current scientific hypothesis states, yes.
Then it would be the oldest continent, and they should have a better language.
They should have already graduated to that anarcho-capitalist society that everyone is striving for.
Bloody hell, man! That you too. You turn on me.
No, I don't turn on you. I know you're not an ANCAP.
God damn it.
You too.
Oh god.
I am back. I accidentally closed my window.
Oh shit.
Man,
Dude, this is fucking hilarious. Right. Okay, hold on. So this is an article written on the 24th of August. And this is by The Telegraph. AI robots are sexist and racist, experts warn. Robotic artificial intelligence platforms are increasingly replacing human decision makers and inherently racist and sexist, experts have warned. Why am I a better reader when I'm shit-faced? This doesn't make any sense. Right. Programmers have designed to pre-select candidates for university places or to access eligibility for insurance coverage or blank loans are likely to discriminate against women and non-white applicants, according to recent research. Professor Nolan Scartzi, obviously Jewish, co-director of the founder of Responsible Robotics, said more women need to be encouraged into the IT industry to redress the automatic bias. Oh, very interesting.
you know why the AI is getting racist, though, right? It's because it's skimming the internet and picking up.
Because it's smart. That's why.
Well, from what I understand, is it's going through the internet and learning from it, and so all the freaking trolls and everything are influencing the AI.
Wrong.
Well,
That
here's
was the very beginning AI. Yes, you're correct. But not in the latest reiterations, the latest iterations of the AI. That's not the case.
Well, here's the thing that I think says the most. Programmers designated to pre-select candidates for university. Right, so these AI are selecting candidates for university. They're selecting people for insurance coverage or for bank loans, shit like this. And here's the thing. They're discriminating against people that are historically notorious for not actually paying their loans. One of the reasons the housing crisis actually took place was because of an abnormal abundance of these people actually gaining these loans from the banks and then not paying them back. So the AI is actually being extremely reasonable when not selecting these people for loans or something like this.
That's interesting.
I mean, I don't know. That's just my that's my analysis, personally. I obviously don't understand the finer points of robotics and shit like that, but you know.
I don't think we should be doing all this AI. I think it's a bad idea. Then again, I grew up with the Terminator and Cyborg movies, so that might have influenced my decision.
You know what's funny is that I actually kind of agree with you. The reason I think so AI is fine for so a lot of people, right? So the future looks like this. AI will replace all of these stupid fucking 18-year-olds that can't make your simple order right at McDonald's, correct? And this is, of course, like maybe 50 years in the future when this technology's been perfected. It'll replace all these plebs at McDonald's or fucking Walmart or something like this. It'll sort all the boxes out, or it'll do whatever you need it to do. Right, so Now you have an entire class, at least for the time being. I'm speaking exclusively for the time being right now. Great. So you have all this. You have this entire class of people that is relatively uneducated, if not has the bare bones of an education or a college degree, and now they're jobless. That means an incredible amount of people that are going to flee to the state, and they're going to want benefits. It's going to be an incredible amount of people actually going on the dole. That's one of the reasons that I don't want a all-over just kind of overall takeover of AI straight away. I think it should be kind of progressed and very slowly.
Hey, 40.
Yes.
How do you feel about the sex robots and the brothels and shit like that?
You know, I fucking love them.
Why not, man?
Yes.
You would.
It's degenerate. It's degenerate as fuck. But
Anything...
anything to stick. If for no other reason, the feminists really fucking hate it that those exist.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. That's what gets me hardest.
I don't know why they would hate it. Like, then they don't have men.
Because they don't have control anymore. That's why.
I don't know. I think prostitution should be totally legal.
Now who's the ANCAP?
I agree.
That's being an ANCAP is wanting prostitution legalized.
No, it's not, but it is being borderline libertarian. That is part of the platform.
I think it's part of the it makes fucking sense platform, not just yours.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, but then again, I think most of their ideas make sense.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't want to get fucked up the ass for money?
Oh shit, that's a good point.
That escalated quickly.
Keeping it, keeping it safe and
Yeah, dude. No, robot's not going to give you an STD, is it?
Well, if the dude who comes in the robot has an STD and no one cleans out the robot, then yes.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, they're gonna have warning labels. Don't share your robot.
And who'd want to fuck a robot anyways? I don't know. They look so weird.
A guy who would rather not jerk himself off.
They look so weird. Well, that's why you close your eyes.
Exactly.
Weird. It's not even Uncanny Valley yet. Like, we haven't gotten that far yet, in my opinion.
You realize guys fuck things they don't want to fuck all the time. They just close their eyes.
Yeah. You think I want to fuck my hand every day?
I just looked at the chat, and Tristan Blaze says his sex robot gave him herpes.
Oh, shit, I forgot about chat. Oh, I just forget about chat. I'm sorry, chat. I love you. Herpes. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's fucking great. I wouldn't bang a robot.
What if it malfunctions and your cock is inside of it, and your dick is trapped inside this fucking robot, or it damages your dick? That is a valid concern.
Well, okay, so I actually know a little bit about this. All right.
Of course you do.
So
who's fucking surprised? Not me.
Yeah, no, surprised. That's okay. You can all be haters all you want, but I have not fucked a robot before, but I have researched it. I'm just saying.
Can I order one?
I wish. I don't have fucking $8 grand.
Oh God! I just buy a car and fuck it.
No shit.
At least I could drive the car.
No shit. Fuck, $8 grand. I could drive some women. Fuck. But
put some wheels on that bitch.
Yeah.
You imagine that shit? Put a saddle on her.
The
check out my custom rims.
Dude, fucking lash a bunch of them to your carriage.
That would be funny.
From what I can tell, the actual vagina part of the robot is just essentially a fleshlight. There's no robotics in it, and you just clean it out when you're done. It's like a tube, like a fleshy tube.
Well, what about the mouth part then? Isn't there a suction or something?
Well, yeah, but it's the suction is only due to the back piece at the end of the head that you can unscrew that creates an airflow. So if you have it fully tightened, there is a very tight suction, and if you open it up, there is no suction.
See, I would be very scared for my penis. I don't know. I would.
Yeah, so they don't have robotic parts in those parts of the robot. Because that's way too fucking dangerous, apparently, right now.
I mean,
Okay, well, instead of the sex bots, why don't we just have robots as like housekeepers and shit? Kind of like on that Robin Williams show, Bicentennial Man, the movie.
What about Jetsons or whatever that thing was called back in the?
Yeah.
There's an anime about this also called Chobits.
What?
yeah, you turn her on by fucking putting your hand in her vagina, right?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Of course, yes. I am a weeb.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my
let's
gosh.
What's it called? Showbit?
to be fair,
should-
it's a pretty good show. I mean,
No,
aside
I
from-
liked it. I enjoyed the manga as well.
We should
Yeah.
totally talk about how fucking shitty the new Netflix movie was for fucking
Stop
Death
it.
Note.
Stop it. We don't even talk. We don't acknowledge its existence. We ignore it.
Oh god.
We
The sad thing
absolutely
is,
ignore that abortion.
That's the every serious needs its fucking estranged cousin. God.
You guys
And,
are degenerates.
the
Fucking
chat again. Tristan again. Your sex robot malfunctions during a hand job mode and rips your dick off.
Oh no. I like
a hell of a hand job, ain't it?
right. I like the fucking ANCAP Paradise has a private army funded by McDonald's. That's my favorite so far. I can kind of get behind that.
That picture makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about the Coca-Cola death squads, actually?
What the fuck?
Oh, my God. You guys have not heard about the Coca-Cola death squads?
I can smell the tinfoil from here.
Right, no. So Coca-Cola owns actual private, private militarized groups that will go around and force people to work, like in the fucking fields. I'm literally not even kidding you.
Of course, 40. They totally do. I believe you 100%.
Yeah.
150%, dude. Keep talking.
200% believe you.
40%.
I'm stroking my dick so hard because I believe you so much.
Oh, God, dude. Yeah, dude, those fucking Coca-Cola death squads. That's the fucking meme of the century, is it not?
Yes, indeed it is. Well, I must retire. I have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. It was wonderful chatting with you guys. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Don't go. You and Redbeard haven't argued yet.
Oh, we're not going to argue.
Say
Redbeard
something
and I
about
are fine.
roads.
Redbeard and I are fine. We're totally chill, right, Redbeard?
Here, I'll call you a faggot. There, you're a faggot.
You're a faggot.
All
There.
right.
I thought we had a good discussion this stream.
No, we
You
didn't.
know-
It's actually very
You know what
good.
I really hate is poor people. Back me up, Redbeard.
No. Let's talk
That was
about
pretty fucking good. That was pretty fucking good.
Let's talk about roads too.
let's talk about the private militarized roads.
Okay, go to bed, Wolfshot.
Yeah.
All right, I love
Have a
you,
good-
Wolfshot. Be safe.
Uh-huh. Have a good night, guys.
Don't let those Muslims get you down, girl.
No, it's cool.
But,
All right,
you know,
well-
there are such thing as private roads already, you know, mostly on the east
Jesus,
coast.
are you
but
fucking kidding me, Mad Dodge? Don't
I
talk
didn't
about
want
the
there to-
fucking roads, man.
No, hold on.
I didn't
can-
want there to be dead air.
What's this about roads?
Yeah, the good person
God
left the
damn
group,
it.
so we're
I
gonna
quit.
disband the chat now. No, I can actually, I can actually get behind privatized roads, privatized armies, and privatized military groups. I cannot, however.
What do you call the militia then? That's a private army.
That is not a private army.
Not a private army. The militia is a gathering of those who wish to serve, to protect.
Well, see, here's the thing. A militia is not a standing army, is it?
No.
And we are, admittedly, a nation that has a standard. That is the gayest picture I've ever seen. Sorry. A militia is not a standing army. And we do have a standing army. The difference between a militia and, say, a privatized army is... Okay, right, so... Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Right, privatized armies, aka mercenaries, are historically some of the most unreliable people that you can ever contract to actually defend your nation. There are so many instances where the Greeks had hired actually Egyptian mercenaries, and this is a repeating fucking offense that the Egyptians are subject to. So the Greeks constantly hired Egyptian mercenaries. Now why? Well, because they were extremely cheap. Here's the thing. Every time the battle went to shit, the mercenaries, the Egyptian mercenaries, would automatically flee, and they would leave these fucking groups of just tiny-ass hoplites to fend for themselves. That's my biggest problem with privatized militaries. You hire someone cheap. This could be even someone from abroad. In a hypothetical ANCAP world, that's my biggest problem with it. We could be hiring Venezuelan mercenaries, right, to protect our neighborhoods, but they don't give a shit because it's not their neighborhoods. They're just in it for the pay. But a militia, they live in this area, they work in this area, they have emotional and economic investments in this area. So there is incentive to actually protect this neighborhood, or nation, even if you wish to go on a more grand scale. Sorry, that was winded.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, 40, but yeah, no, you have really good points. But Blackwater, they didn't retreat and run away. They were pretty much a private military. Now, they did commit war crimes, supposedly, but
they didn't
run away.
Have to abide by the Geneva Convention. They're a private company.
Well, and also they also had assets in that region, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They had economic investments.
Also, Blackwater is now called Z Corp. It's no longer called Blackwater.
But they do the same thing. They change names simply because of the bad PR.
Right. Of course. But I'm just saying.
Actually, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom really quick.
But no, I'm not really for what Blackwater did in Iraq and Afghanistan. But that is an example of a private army.
Have you ever played like Metal Gear or anything like that?
What, the old Metal Gear Solid games? I used to play them.
Yeah, and like PlayStation and all that.
Old school ones.
Dude, that's okay. You can kind of relate that. Okay, so the newer ones are all about privatized armies. It's pretty cool. I wish I could describe it all, but it's really in depth.
Yeah, but we're never going to end up having such a small government that we hire a private army to defend ourselves. That's just not going to happen. The Constitution will moment anyway. Yeah. So that's really not the argument to be had. The argument is, should we get back to the Constitution?
Right.
Yeah, revoke the federal income tax and go from there. You know, start issuing our own money. Don't go through the Federal Reserve.
You're an idealist, man.
It's not that big of an idealism. Like, dude.
Yes, it is.
All this shit didn't even exist until 1911 or 1913.
At this point in time, it is idealism. I agree, but I think it's idealism right now.
Donald Trump said he was going to audit the Fed at least, but he hasn't done it yet. I'm hoping he's waiting for his second term to just do everything that he really wants to.
Yeah, before so he can get all the bad shit out of the way when he's on his second term.
Yeah, like end the Fed and end everything and then leave like a boss.
Yeah, exactly. In the Fed. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah.
Wait, he said he would audit the Fed? When did he say this?
During the campaign trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the few things him and Rand Paul agreed on. Which actually, Rand Paul has been kind of an ally to the president here recently. Other than
he's been like one of the only true allies, almost. Paul Ryan has been a fucking cuck and a half. He's a Democrat shill. Everyone else seems to be against him.
Yeah, Rand Paul got a little bit mad about issuing military equipment to the police here this last week.
Oh, did he?
But yeah, because he's opposed to that, as I am. I don't think the police need tanks. All right, that's not what their purpose is. You need tanks on the streets? Call up the National Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, practically speaking, these items that they're giving to police departments, practically speaking, they are extremely useful. My only problem is the actual psychological effect. It does create a kind of illusion of maybe like an occupying army or a military police state. You know,
it creates the illusion of almost a what's the word, ladies and gentlemen, if the military is ruling? Come on now.
Martial law.
Martial law. There we go. Yeah, exactly. And yes, I've seen martial law, and that's exactly what it looks like. There are tanks in every intersection.
But no, like I used to sell police equipment for a living. That's what I did. I would call all these police stations up and sell them their equipment. And at the end of the fiscal quarter, they would buy just random crap that they didn't need. You know why?
That budget.
Yeah, if they didn't use the whole budget, it would be lowered the next fiscal year. So they
right. So you sell it up at a marked up price so they can keep their fucking budget high.
Yeah, which they don't even need it. Like, dude, they were buying like pepper spray canisters for jails where if there's a riot, you go in and it has a freaking wand on it. They're buying it for a 2-cell jail in the middle of Georgia. They don't need that thing. I mean, seriously, it's just going to sit in their closet.
Oh no, every company does that, man. It's not just the police. That's common business practice. My company does it. Every company does it.
Yeah.
Because that's how they plan for, the next year's expenses.
Well, as a libertarian, I think if they don't need the budget, then the budget should go down. They shouldn't just buy radio batteries because, it's the end of the fiscal year and we still have $10,000 to spend.
Yeah. Well, the problem
to be fair, in my line of work, we bought a bunch of shit we didn't think we needed, and we totally ended up needing. But we bought it just because we were told to spend this much money. So, there's a plus and a minus.
Oh yeah, no, and I made when it was coming to that time of the year, because we were commission based, I made a shit ton of money at the end of the fiscal year. I mean, or hurricane season, because one of my biggest clients was over in Puerto Rico, and so they need those batteries and all that stuff. So we made bank when hurricane season rolled around. Yeah, no, I sold everything from the light bars that go on top of the police cars to the pepper spray to the handcuffs. I mean, we sold it all, man, other than guns. We body armor though, and riot shields and all that stuff.
Can private citizens buy those? Just curious.
No, we were going directly to the police stations, so I don't think private citizens are able to buy it.
Gotcha.
There's a new brand of riot shield, by the way, that I think it's brand new. I was just watching a video on it where it like withstands like shotguns, pistols, and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, people really underestimate riot shields. Actually, when
these ones aren't like the ones we have now. These ones are definitely a league above what you see in the videos.
Yeah, but yeah, riot shields are fucking. Riot shields are actually extremely effective and extremely useful. People, I don't know. This is a point that I always want to really get across because people don't understand this. They think it's like they think it's overkill, but it really is not. Especially when it's during a riot. Like, I had a friend who had a really shitty riot shield, and here's the thing: it wasn't even an actual riot shield. I used to do airsofting, like borderline, or technically not professional airsofting, but fucking almost, because we were really fucking good as a group, as a unit. But he had a riot shield, and these riot shields, even though they're made just for fun, just for shits and giggles, they could stop fucking birdshot. Like riot shields, yeah. And this is a fucking toy, dude. So imagine how fucking necessary and how safe and protected you are behind an actual fucking riot shield. That is something that I can actually get behind. I kind of do think police should have riot shields.
Well, you can buy an actual riot shield, but you're going to be paying probably, a couple $1,000s.
Oh, undoubtedly. Yeah.
But there's a big difference between the police having riot shields and riot gear, or having armored personnel carriers and freaking tanks.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't see, especially these small towns in the deep south, that they just love to buy this shit so they can have fun with it. You know what I mean?
You know what though? I go to work, I do my job, and as much as I appreciate the freedoms of all to do what they want and not be harassed, I still, I don't know. I never worry about that shit because I'm always inside.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if you want to elaborate on that, Redbeard, I'm not going to cut you off.
No, I mean, why would you this is kind of an outdone argument, and I'm gonna get blasted for this, but this is why would you care if the police have this power if they're not doing anything wrong? There's the argument. That's where I get blasted.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start off with this one, and then you can
go ahead and blast me.
All right, so.
Oh god, Mad Dodge is about to lose his fucking shit.
Yep. Okay, so where am I going to start here? I care because even in a natural disaster, when they're supposed to be there to help you, they could show up to take your guns or arrest you just because you refuse to evacuate.
How can
New Orleans, Katrina, all right? They went door to door collecting guns from lawful citizens in areas that were not flooding, but they were being looted by criminals. And they took their guns.
That wasn't lawful. They could have defended themselves.
Well, but just imagine that, with APCs.
Yeah, they rolled up with APCs.
But why wouldn't you defend yourself?
That wasn't the police, Mad Dodge. That was the fucking National Guard.
Either way, it's unconstitutional.
It is unconstitutional what they did. What? Okay, can I give you a little bit of insight into that? What happened there? Because what was supposed to happen was they were supposed to hold the guns until said time was deemed safe to put those guns back because of the looters. They were worried that criminals were going to get that. That's where the orders came from. And then the National Guard soldiers took it upon themselves to really be all like it's a fucking raid, we're in like fucking war zone. That wasn't how it was supposed to be treated. The foot soldiers, the guys doing the footwork, fucked up in a major way there, and that's completely on them in that case.
But that just speaks to the government's fucking ineptitude at that point. I mean, you would think that they would know it's not a fucking war zone.
Well, you can't quite judge every human's actions in a fucking a storm's a flooding. You know, there's so many unknowns.
No, that's
now,
very.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying that the government, or well, wherever the orders originally came from, that was not supposed to be treated the way the foot soldiers treated it. The guys carrying out the orders is where it fucked up. They were simply supposed to detain the guns to make sure that the guns didn't get into the wrong hands, and the guns were supposed to be given back to the fucking family, the gun owners afterwards. It wasn't supposed to be any sort of raiding into the home and acting like, you know, it was some gun-ho fucking mission. It was a bunch of National Guard people, and that's why. They're poorly fucking trained. They're weekend warriors.
Could they have instead, I don't know, arrested the looters and left the lawful gun owners alone?
I don't think the National Guard.
I would have told that National Guard guy he could fuck right off because I've had more years at sea than he's taken shits. So,
fucking nasty girls, dude. They're so worthless. Not all of them.
Yeah,
not all of them. I've met a good number of decent National Guard soldiers, but
I'm just saying I wouldn't let one of those fuckers take my goddamn guns from me.
Man, I remember Ruby Ridge and Waco. I'm not going to go into a shooting battle with the National Guard.
Well, come on, it's the National Guard. They're your neighbors, you know. You don't want to kill them. You just smack them upside the head and say, "Hey, leave me alone.
Get off my porch."
Yeah, they're your neighbors. They're the people you know. They're not your enemy.
Well, see, if they would have handled it the right way, if they would have come in and said, "Hey, look, we need to know where your firearms are. We need to, you know, hold them for the time being until, you know, until it's deemed safe to give back to you." Is that if they didn't fucking come in pointing weapons around and kicking in doors and shit, that's just totally uncalled for.
I would have said, if you want to take my guns away, well, then take me away too, and protect me with my guns. And you know, because I'm here protecting myself. I don't think it's fair to remove your own protection. Your constitutional.
No, they were.
Well, but that's the point that we're trying to argue. Me and Mad Dodge. Sorry, pardon me.
Oh.
I personally don't. Yes, I agree. They could have handled it in a very different situation, but they did in fact take the orders to the extreme, and that is the point in which if I had a shotgun, some motherfuckers would have lost a few brain cells, so to speak. That's complete fucking
a bunch of brain cells.
yeah, a couple of pellets worth of brain cells, right? That is where I personally would stand on that side of the fence.
All I can tell you is the only thing that I can really could really agree with, and the only thing that I would do in that instance, if I had any say in how the mission got handled, would have been, look, come in, ask them where their weapons are, you know, have the weapons get brought out. That way they can't fucking, you know, just pull a weapon on you for some random reason, right? And then when you're done with this search for whatever it is you're searching for, give them their weapons back directly afterwards and say, "All right, sorry for bothering you. Have a good day."
Exactly. Well, yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You know, you go in, you search their weapons, say, "Okay, here's what you have." You ask them what their plan is. You assess their plan. You check their house, make sure they're all good to go, and then you say, "All right, sorry for bothering you. Have a good day."
Because people will be understanding with that. Yeah.
Make sure they're good to defend themselves.
They had a video up on the Blaze back then, right after it happened. They took the guns from an old lady. She had to be 65 or 70.
Oh, that bitch was probably furious.
She was pissed. She was yelling at them the whole time. They left, and then sure as shit, the looters came and robbed her blind.
Oh my god.
Yeah. See, if this was cataloging weapons in order to keep track of them or something like this, I can kind of understand that. But my problem is like, right, so you're going to take my Dirty Harry from me. What am I going to defend myself with?
They're not taking anything from you.
But they did.
No. In this case, what we're suggesting anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're suggesting. What are you talking about? What actually happened? Then yeah.
Oh well, no. With what you guys are suggesting, I don't have a problem with. I have a problem with what actually happened during this fucking flood.
Okay.
Oh.
No, your guys' explanation sounds completely reasonable, and I can actually get behind it. But the fucking the insanity to strip someone of their own right to actually defend themselves. Go fuck yourself. I have a shotgun, and I'll use it on you next if needs be.
Well, and I would go a step further, 40. I don't really agree with you about them cataloging the weapons. I am very anti-gun registration. Very anti. If they know where every gun is, then they can easily do this again. They would have a list. They're like, oh, you go there. These guys don't have a gun. You go over here to the next people with the gun. Let's do what the British did.
But this is a case of an emergency. If guns go missing and if they get into the hands of gang members, would that be problematic?
Don't you think the gang members already have guns?
They do.
Don't you think they're going to use those guns to get more guns?
I don't know. I would actually go the opposite and have the National Guard deliver AR-15s to every citizen.
Federal government's not going to do that.
Subsidized gun welfare, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only welfare I like. Gun welfare, right there.
Well, see, Mad Dodge, with what you're saying, there are a lot of plus sides to cataloging weapons, right? We can agree on that, right? There are some pros to cataloging.
Catalogs only matter for governments.
But the con that you're suggesting that the government will know where every gun is and can easily come in, raid, and take your guns away, just like that. Well, what if instead of taking away the act of gun cataloging, we put in place some law or something that prevents them from being able to just come in and take your guns away that way?
It's called the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, it's no secret that what happened was completely.
Hello.
Is that the voice of one?
It's no secret that our country completely fucks us, regardless of the laws. So it happens all the time. I'm just saying. Now, 40.
Yes.
If you want to come to Iowa and build a compound, just let me know.
I already set them down, dude. Let's build that.
Save up $300 in gas money. Get your ass over here. Let's go. We'll start building a tunnel.
We need to, dude. Okay, I've been watching like so much fucking Doomsday Preppers.
Dude, I told you that show will make you want to do that shit.
Dude, so here's what I want to do. I want to build a castle.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get myself banned from Microsoft OneDrive. So I'm gonna pimp my OneDrive feed right now. I have Microsoft OneDrive feed. I have Doomsday Prepper Season 2 on a share link for anyone that wants to watch it.
Dude, no, dude. I'm way ahead of you. What was it fucking on? What was it Hulu or Netflix that we started watching Season 3? Hulu, on fucking Hulu, fucking season 3 and 4. My ninjas.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, dude.
Wait, what? What? Say it again.
Oh, season 3 of Doomsday Preppers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my god, I didn't know there was a 3 and 4.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's fucking amazing, dude. These people are fucking lunatics.
They're fucking absolutely insane.
Fucking, this one guy was afraid that
so good.
Yeah, this one guy was afraid that the United States government was going to nuke its own population.
Right.
So
you have people that buy like these nuclear missile silos from the Cold War, right? So they go into these Cold War silos and they try to build homes out of them, but they don't have the funds to do that because it would require millions of dollars. So only one out of 60 men or women would be able to pay for that, and the rest just fail. So what you have left is people trying to succeed in these situations, and they fail, and it's really hilarious.
Oh gosh, some good stuff, dude.
Well, actually, if you want to go that way, I think we all can agree that Quagmire from A Family Guy is a doomsday prepper, and he's got the right idea. Basically, all you need is a shelter and a dozen Oriental girls handcuffed, and you're set for the doomsday.
You know, and he's a pilot, so he probably flew them in, right?
In the cargo hold.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
All right.
Doomsday prepping's for pussies. I mean, if the end of the world's going to come, get yourself a good lawn chair, a cold beer, and a cigar, and just hope the nuke hits you first.
You know, my friend is on his way to Ireland right now. What should I tell him to visit? He's gonna be there for 3 weeks. So what should he?
Oh well, then he's going to be visiting the graveyard because he'll probably drink too much.
Yeah, well, he doesn't. Okay, he quit drinking 6 years ago, but he was like, if I'm going to fucking Ireland, I might have to fucking start drinking again. He was really he was an alcoholic, and now he's going to Ireland. He's like, I might have to fucking have a drink. I don't know.
I'm triggered at this racial stereotype here. This is not right. This is saying this is saying all Irish people are alcoholics. This is just not true. You damned Americans.
Yeah, well, look at me and look at you. Fuck you. I'm a descendant of you, fucker. I'm just an American version of you.
I'm also.
If I could grow a beard like yours,
I'm pretty predominantly Irish too, and I have to say that I have had a struggle with alcoholism.
Oh God!
I had this shouting match with other people on other live streams. But were you born in Ireland?
Me?
No.
Well, then you're not Irish in any way, shape, or form.
He will talk a lot of shit, but I bet you he can't stand his own in a fist fight.
Who?
You?
Me?
Talking about
you see, that's where I'm crafty. While you challenge me to fight, then you'll all go to whatever place you want to have the fights at, and I'll be fucking your girlfriends while you're waiting for me.
You know what? I just walked away and came back to Floyd saying he's gonna fuck someone's girlfriend.
as long as you let me watch your fucking D&D DVDs, I'll be okay with that. I'll let you.
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what I'd be like in a fight. I haven't fought since I was early 20s, about 20 years.
Oh, see, I fought
a long time.
Last time I fought when I was in the Navy, and it was kind of like a fun fight. It was a fixed fight, so it wasn't a real like I fucking want to kill you fight, you know. But it was a fight, but I did fairly good.
I remember my last fight is waking up the next morning. I couldn't even tell you who I fought or who won. All I know, I was very sore, so it's all possible. I just fell down a lot, so.
Oh, it was your ass that was sore, you sick bastard.
Oh, fucking! Of course, fucking Cabbage shows up, right?
When you talk about
Cabbage is here. Cabbage is here stroking his fucking narrow dick. Right?
Hey, it's a fucking tree trunk, my friend.
It's a tree trunk, right? Well, it's about a tree trunk. Is
fucking
it's a bonsai
tree.
Right?
It's a willow. It's a willow. It's weeping.
Pencil stick.
All right, so here in the chat, people are saying they want water filtration systems and supplements for sale. I will be starting a bug out bag sale here soon. No.
Oh please!
No. It will come with a water filtration system for you. It's just a straw that you stick in a river. You know, we'll see how that works out for you.
I'm not buying. No. I'm not buying your shit filtration system. I'm gonna go to the ever so reputable Alex Jones.
Berkey.
Oh, I'm getting all his knockoff supplements to put in the bug out bag. So don't worry, man. I got it all covered.
Oh, in that case.
Okay. If you guys want some legitimate bug out advice,
buy Nike.
Here's your advice. Buy a ticket to a different fucking country. There you go. There's your fucking.
Actually, here's an interesting, and it is actually factual piece of information for you. If the world floods, I actually live near one of the highest points in the world, so I'll be okay. If the world is nuked, I also live in one of the places where it'll never be nuked. So if you want to survive, give me lots of money and I'll let you sleep in the shed.
Okay. I've already saved my money up because I also want to. I've also told you I need to sleep on your couch to watch those D&D movies.
So Voice is opening up a D&B. All right, cool, man. Sign me up too.
No, fuck you. You ain't taking my spot. Fuck off.
I'll sleep on the floor, Red.
I'll pay twice as much as you will. Fuck off. All right.
Yes, but one of us
Mad Dog will get the blowy.
We got pay.
We got bidding wars. Yeah, bidding wars. Come on. Airbnb.
Mad Dog just bidding a blowy up grabs. He says he'll blow you for a spot to sleep.
That's messed up.
Actually,
he'll blow you for a beer.
Is your wife better now, Parrot?
What?
Is your wife better? You're saying she was sick the other day, or?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, she's not completely better, but she's well enough to where she's at work right now. So, she's doing better.
That's it. Send them out to work and you stay at home. Good man.
Yeah.
That's a true lion. Send the woman out to get the meat, and then you eat it.
No, it's more so just the fact that I work in the morning and she works in the evening.
So you guys hate each other then, huh? You don't ever want to see each other? No.
That's why their marriage is going to last a long time, because they don't see each other.
Yeah, we're going to be like one of those rich British marriages, except we're going to be broke as fuck.
Yeah, well, they usually were too. Like an enormous house, no money to support it.
That's right. Hey.
You know, voice. I would like to say, and you're just to prove a little bit of my Irishness to you. I have kissed the Blarney Stone.
Didn't work, did it?
Congratulations, you've got AIDS.
Didn't work, did it? Yeah,
Do you know how many people kiss that thing every year?
Oh.
You have no idea what's in your mouth, lad.
Yeah. You got herpes, you got cooties, you got everything. You're walking. You're a chemical weapon.
I'm getting this one.
Kevin, you know cooties don't exist, right?
Yes.
Parrot, I suppose this is a bad time for me to tell you that I jizzed over the Blarney Stone.
Oh, sick.
You just kissed it. You kissed his tongue.
Sick fucker.
Bastard.
You sick.
He's not sick. You're the sick bastard.
You shut the fuck up, you cunts. Fuck. Fucking blabbered on about your fucking life. Okay, so
no, it's cum kissing. They're
oh
talking
look,
about cum
cabbage
kissing.
comes on the screen. Imagine cabbage. Imagine fucking cabbage takes over. Cabbage is the alpha now.
What salted your fucking vagina all of a sudden? Who salted your vagina all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I salt my own vagina because it feels great.
You like it?
Yeah,
He likes that it burns like hell.
It gives me a little tingle, doesn't it?
It gives me that rush that I had back when I had chlamydia.
So love it.
Do you use low salt or do you use rock salt?
Rock salt. That pink.
Hardcore.
Pink
Himalayan.
Yeah, that's it. You get it. Right.
I know where you're coming from. I'm part of that group too. Don't you worry.
You know what? I love you. Fuck you. I can't be mad at you. Fuck off.
You sick twisted fuck.
What?
And just think, you lads were having this nice quiet stream till the two foreigners showed up.
It wasn't a party until you guys came.
Yeah.
Well, someone came. All right.
Yeah, you know it's a party when Mad Dodge hasn't talked for like 20 minutes.
That's because he's trying to recapture one of his 19 kids.
Like a fucking rabbit warren.
It's like Lord of the Flies around here, I'm telling you.
Have they split up into like two different little tribes? Are they at war with each other?
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 girls and 3 boys, so yeah, it's going to be at war until they all move out.
Pitch battles at dawn.
I feel sorry for the boys' side, though, because the oldest is my son. He's 12, so they're going to be short a member after he moves out. The girl tribe.
Believe me, the girls already have control.
Yeah.
All they have to do is put on a few bit of tears and the boys will just break.
I do hate it when women cry, don't you? Like, even in high school, when those my friends would just start bawling for no reason, they were probably on their period, who fucking knows? I'd be like, just stop crying, that's annoying. I can knock that shit off. Now as a parent,
I guarantee
I my children that. I get to say, knock off the crying.
Yeah. You can act tough in this stream all you want, but as soon as one of your little girls start crying, you turn into a marshmallow and go and do whatever she wants you to do.
That's funny. My wife does say that my youngest daughter has me wrapped around her pinky. I don't see it, but I guess my wife thinks so.
Yeah, but also the boy gets away with shit because mummy protects boys. That's how it works, right? Mum's for boys, dad's for girls. That's how it works.
Yeah, my son Robert's a mama's boy, that's for sure.
Actually, can I ask a question here? What is it with you Americans?
No, you can't. Shut up.
Oh, fuck off, you English. Come on.
Wait, did you start the question? What is it with you Americans? That's a great way to start it. Yeah, I'm interested now. What?
What is it with you guys on this whole daddy thing? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was in Bad Boys 2, and there's a few other movies where the girl goes, "Oh, papi," or "Oh, daddy." What is it with that whole thing? I don't understand that at all. Because I know if someone turned around and I was having sex with a girl and said, "Oh, daddy," I would instantly lose my erection.
I don't know.
So what is it with you guys?
I don't know. I personally do not care for it. It's kind of weird. I don't like to stick my dick in my daughter personally.
What?
Oh shit!
What the
Courtney, was that your girlfriend behind you going what?
Yeah, no, it's just fucking. I just tell her to shush. This is this is not a conversation you want to be engaged in.
This has devolved quickly. Thanks a lot, Irishman.
Yeah, it has.
Anytime.
Fuck.
I don't know. I think some women have a kink. They like to say that. I don't know, man. It's just, I guess it might be an American thing. I don't know.
Who was it? Who was the famous person? Oh, Donald Trump said he'd bang his daughter. Oh, that was classic.
That's not what he said, per se.
That's what he said, not in 1,000 words, but that's really what he meant. And quite frankly, if she was my daughter, I'd attempt it too.
Yeah, he did kind of insinuate that his daughter was hot, but I don't know. That's weird.
He only implied it, guys. It wasn't said.
That's why she got an extra $1 million for her 18th birthday.
Ivanka is kind of hot. I mean, I'm just throwing that out.
She got a pearl necklace.
Oh, God.
Cabbage, you sick bastard.
The clue's in the name.
And we're all probably going to be assassinated.
Yeah, right.
I'm waiting for the drones as we speak.
Secret Service is going to knock on the door in the morning. Like, it was just a joke, man.
Sorry, guys, but Trump hasn't got the balls to assassinate us. Putin, on the other hand, might, but not Trump.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? They're sending Uma Thurman after you, voice.
No, we'll just
Actually,
wait.
I'd be more happy if this.
I'm going to get a hold of my contacts in the IRA, and they're going to handle him. No.
I
overlords. I've never even met an Irishman in real life, other than online here.
That's nice to know that just because I made fun of Americans, an American is going to try and kill me. Funnily enough, that's very American.
Well, yeah, we'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way.
You going to get the French to help you this time?
Please do not quote that terrible country song ever again.
Oh, yeah. The French and the Russians, don't forget. The Russians were back in the Revolutionary War too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Russia's war wasn't nearly as.
You like a bit of Russian dick and a bit of French pussy?
What?
Maybe
what the fuck are you drinking, dude?
Sorry, mate. It's just history. Just history, dude.
Well, technically, it is Russian pussy and French dick.
Oh, well, oh god, that's a worse combination. Oh,
no, it can't be French. I mean, the first thing they do is run away, so they're all going to be limp.
Why are their genitals involved? I'm scared. What the?
Russia had a queen technically at the time.
Well, it's a dick waving. Yeah, it's a dick waving exercise.
Okay. Okay.
Never mind.
Russia.
See, subtleties get lost on Americans. You have to give them fucking subtitles, and they won't even read them.
Everything in history comes down to genitals, whether it's ideologies, war, it's always about genitals.
And usually genital warts.
that comes after.
What the heck is this? The STD stream? What's going on?
Well, why do you think we had to create penicillin?
No, but the Russian Revolution, that's when they overthrew the Tsars, right? And they killed Rasputin.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy how they tried to poison him and he didn't die, and then they shot him and he didn't die, and like, damn.
Because he's a fucking meme master. He has that meme magic.
Tenacious motherfucker.
Yeah, he may have been an evil bastard, but man, that dude was like diehard.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, we don't even know actually what officially killed him. This is all, unfortunately, it's all rumors and conjecture. I wish I could have been there when they poisoned him, clubbed him, drowned him, shot him, and then of course, like stabbed him or something like that.
I know what killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
it was his wife.
Trapped under the ice.
Yeah. Some good shit.
Well, at the end of the day, they fucked him up.
Oh, yeah.
Hell.
Is Rasputin the one with the like freakishly large penis?
Sure.
That's probably how he got the Tsarina.
Yeah.
No, he got in with.
Well, he was a
Tsars.
mystic, wasn't he? He was a mystic. No, it was it was Catherine, wasn't it? Catherine the Great.
Yeah.
That was the one that was digging him.
Or no.
Literally, you're getting dug by him, I should say.
It was
the only reason she was digging him is because he could calm down her child who had a lot of medical.
Oh, the autistic child, yeah.
Hemophilia is what he claimed he could cure.
Right. Yeah, of course, because actually hemophilia is that's the genetic thing that runs through royal families, isn't it? That's yeah.
That's what happens when you fuck your cousin 6 generations in a row.
Exactly. And then you end up with Prince Charles.
Well, somebody should send a memo then to the guys that write Game of Thrones because, yeah, they have twincest, they have incest, and now they have aunt and nephew sex going on that show. So they're asking for some hemophilia, or however you say that shit.
You know what? I've never actually watched this Game of Thrones thing, but it sounds good.
Oh, yeah. It's my favorite show. Don't get me wrong.
Is it just incest, or is there anything else in the show as well?
There's dragons, and it's kind of loosely based on the War of the Roses.
There's lots of pussy. You do get to see, naked chicks.
Well, not so much in the late episodes now, but
the first 2 episodes. This is the only reason I bothered starting to watch the bloody thing.
Yeah,
kind of a bit edgy. And then 4th series, I gave up, so this now. No dragons, no pussy. Fuck it.
Well, no. First 2 seasons, you get a lot of pussy, and then the latest season, you get lots of dragons. So I will.
Yeah, they waited too long. You should have brought the dragons in earlier. I got bored before the dragons.
I'll say if you haven't seen Cabbage, if you haven't seen the latest episode, you're missing out because there's good dragon shit. So.
Yeah, the dragon.
Too long.
And like,
don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for people that haven't seen it. But I'm just saying, there's good dragon shit coming up.
So
you don't need dragon sex.
The night is
you got dragons fucking people.
There's good.
I'd actually pay to see that.
I want to see some dragon porn.
I can send you some links. Hold on.
Imagefuck.com.
Well, Wolfshot has
anime's got everything. You got fucking tentacle porn. I mean, there's porn out there for everybody who wishes.
Giving me some tentacle and wolf and animal porn if you want some.
Fucking what?
No, not really. I was only joking, but it worries me that people actually do it.
Well, I'm done.
But then again, it's Max Burr and his ilk, isn't it, Max? You sick bastard. Your wild imagination.
I'm not a fan of it. I will say that. I'm not a fan.
there's only one group of porn addicts you need to watch out for, and that's these people who are into vor, if you know what that is.
Is that the
I'm guessing no one does
where
since everybody's quiet.
people get
No, I do.
Yes.
people get yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how anybody enjoys that shit.
It's very weird fetish that I heard about, yeah.
Oh, come on, you heard about it. You went searching.
No. Actually, somebody said...
that's not the kind of thing you stumble across. That's not like it's going to be in your recommended
No, somebody
list,
said the word...
bullshit.
Somebody said the word vor, and I thought they meant gore, and I corrected it. They were like, no, vor, and I was like, well, what the fuck is that? And then they told me, and I was like, okay, that sounds completely fucked, but whatever.
You looked it up. Your curiosity.
Fuck no, I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh, it was
I
3
think that's just completely fucked. Crazy.
Tell me, Parrot, are you actually on a pirate ship? Because I'm thinking that's where your internet connection comes from.
Yep.
Every time he bobs, his connection drops.
Hey, Pirate, you should use that ship of yours and save some people in Houston, yo.
Oh, God.
Houston was deemed unsavable before this hurricane ever hit.
Houston, oh my gosh, yeah, no one cares about
Houston's a hole.
You see, that's I mean, this is actually proof that you guys shouldn't be queers anymore, because this is God's will, you know, showing you that you shouldn't be queer.
I want to talk about Houston for a minute.
Too many gay Texans.
So maybe Houston wasn't that bad, right? But yeah, I bet you can't guess the fucking the race of the people that didn't wait a fucking minute to start looting.
Oh yeah,
Asians.
Yeah, Asians, right?
No, it wasn't Asians.
I bet you it's those fucking Koreans. You know,
wasn't the Koreans?
It was the rednecks, the white people.
It wasn't the rednecks. It wasn't white people. No.
Who else?
It was the Iraqis.
Well, oh no,
it wasn't the Iraqis. No.
Was it people of potentially Persian descent?
No,
it was the Democrats.
It was not the Farsi-speaking Persians. No.
Who could be so irresponsible? I couldn't possibly imagine.
Who could it have been?
I'm pretty sure it's the niggers.
It was definitely the fucking niggers.
Well, we're banned.
Yeah, we're fucking banned. Yeah, we're banned. But no, it was definitely the fucking niggers. So most definitely. Houston was one of the greatest displays of humanitarian aid we've seen in a long time, and despite that, there was still. It was only the black community robbing TVs from the stores.
No. You see, you're just seeing it the wrong way. This was a liberation of private property.
Oh, of course. It's a redistribution of wealth.
Yeah.
They were watching. They're all libertarians. They were watching Mod Dodge 2 for too long, you know.
Right. It's a redistribution of wealth. There's nothing wrong going on. They're just still they're taking these TVs because they're rightfully being distributed.
Yes.
Parrot ship got sunk.
He just bobbed again. He's bobbing.
These 70-inch televisions, you know, these $4,000 televisions. They're being rightfully distributed.
You know, it's actually what's actually so fucking funny. It's so shitty in Houston that Mexico donated fucking aid. That's how bad it is. I'm not even kidding. There was a legitimate article actually covering this in depth. Mexico donating aid to Houston. That's how bad it is. Just imagine the horrors.
What a fucking joke. Honestly.
I mean, like, no offense to anybody from Texas watching this, but surely since the state has a history of being flooded, did no one think of maybe, you know, building something that could stop a flood?
Nah.
Just saying, it might have been an idea.
They were too busy wrangling cattle and shooting people with their 6-shooters and Dirty Harry style.
Brokeback Mountain shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but in the chat, Cap was like, "Wow, hard R," and I said, "Well, you know, not for me, because I didn't say it, and I won't. But oh well, free speech is free speech. I'm not gonna ban somebody from my platform for saying a word."
No, we're
What
just
is hard
all gonna
R?
get banned from YouTube.
Hang on, when did you get a platform?
What does hard R stand for?
Oh God.
That was the first time I've heard of that crap.
Yeah.
Don't mean shit.
Okay, so there's different ways to say a certain word. There's Nigga or Nigger.
No.
It's like this. If
ER, you fucker.
No, if nigger is good for my friend DMX, it's good for me.
I bloody know how to spell it, man.
Hey, fuck it. Listen, if Douglas Bader can have a dog called Nigger, then that's good enough for me.
Oh,
and it was a black dog.
Do you Brits even like get in trouble for saying that word? Like over here, where it's like.
Well, technically, yes, they're both going to be arrested by the time.
I can't say anything for cabbage, but over here we have no black people, so we have no one to say it to.
Yeah, next time we hear from them, it'll be a phone call from.
What about the Black Irish?
Right. Well, will you accept the charges for this call?
Fucking dare they try to take me for saying a word?
Hey, as long as you don't have a Nazi pug, you're okay, right?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't find all my Nazi material in the back.
Until you know, I bet you there are hundreds of people now that have Nazi pugs around the country. I guarantee you there are. That they taught them just on the fucking on the basis of that. So they just made the problem bigger. Now we've now got fucking racist dogs. They don't know what they unleashed.
You know who's making all the money now? The people selling the Nazi flags.
Damn it.
The Fourth Reich is going to be led by dogs.
Nazi pug uniforms. That's who's making the money.
Oh Lord!
Actually, I saw some porn with Nazi girls dressed in those uniforms, and I have to say, I was. They could have changed my mind on the whole racist thing, you know.
Oh really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would. Oh gosh, it'd be a shame if you sent me that link. It would be terrible.
Have you seen that?
It would just be absolutely awful if you sent that to me in a PM.
that would be idiot. That would be you.
You see, that's how you change people's minds. Not with words and deeds, with porn.
Yes. Shag a Nazi today. Make the world a better place.
I just saw some scantily dressed Nazis, and I thought, racism. I could get behind that.
Genocide? Sure, if it comes with that crap. I'd buy that for $1.
This is one
RoboCop 1988.
It's racist.
With a rack like that, hell, I'll be a Holocaust prisoner.
When you know we're all going to hell now.
So, yeah, dude, Hail Hitler, 1869.
Give me my Nazi
that's why you always go to Germany for the cooking. They've got the best ovens.
Oh, Jesus.
Definitely demonetized now.
Well, if anything, we've been banned in Germany.
Oh, that's so sad. You know, because I have such a large German fan base.
But wouldn't it be cool if we actually did see a write-up on some German fucking website about this stream and all the bad people on it? That'd crack up. That'd be brilliant.
No, it would be in the Telegraph.
Somebody
It'd be in the
scream
Guardian.
to Merkel.
You give her a heart attack. Here, Cabbage, do you remember the old TV series Harry Enfield and Friends? Remember the apologizing German? That's every time I look at German.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I saw you about some more.
He can't, just everywhere he goes, he's constantly apologizing. Wherever he goes, he's on a bus and he's apologizing. It's fucking brilliant. It was like a recurring joke in this show. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, look up Harry Enfield and Friends on YouTube. Probably plenty of clips.
Yeah,
I love the one with
German
the feminist one. Now, have you seen that? You know, like women know your place. It's fucking hilarious.
No, I'd have to go far back to old. What do you call him? He was bald and he had like a Hitler mustache. It was black and white. What do you call that fella? Oh Jesus!
Charlie Chaplin.
He used to call his wife a silly cow. Oh.
Oh, you mean in Sickness and in Health?
No. Before that, it was just. Oh, Jesus! I'm sorry, I can't remember his name.
Did it even have? Was it even a talkie? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, it was black and white, and he was going on about like it was before you got political correctness shit in the 70s. So that was the 60s.
Yeah, that was in Sickness and in Health. It was Alf Garnett.
Alf Garnett, oh, that's his name, yes.
Yeah, Alf Garnett in Sickness and in Health until death us do part.
Imagine trying to get that show made today.
Oh, you'd never do it. Never. Not a chance in hell.
Well, just like here in America, you won't ever see the Dukes of Hazzard done again. Even after that movie came out, that'll be the last thing from Dukes and Hazzard, I bet.
I'll tell you, you know what is actually...
Daisy Duke. Yeah, you see, Daisy Duke will be a fat SJW. It'll be like fucking, Christy Winters.
She'll actually be the sheriff's dog.
Yeah.
No, but you know what is being made, and I wanted to burn Hollywood. They actually remade MacGyver.
Jesus fucking Christ, man!
They actually did it, season.
Fucking mom's panties after I give her a little sweet talk.
Why is Red fantasizing about Christy Winter's panties?
It's a disturbing thought.
I'm not talking about Christy Winters. I'm talking about Cabbage's mother.
My mother? My mother is not Christy Winters. My mother's
Cabbage's
dead,
mother's hot.
Yeah, my mother's dead. So it really, no, she's not fat now. She's definitely not fat now.
Did we just cross a line here?
It's like this is the whole point. You see, some people you don't check yourself before you enter, right?
No. Consider that very flattering.
Sounds like a gay bar.
So, what do you have to say about my mother?
God. Oh. Right, this is entering into dark realms now.
You'd probably make a better lay if she was warm, but she's a little bit old now.
Fucking what, mate?
I'm guessing because my parents got divorced, she was pretty cold to begin with.
Well, she's kind of
fuck, man. That's...
She's off.
Come on, you got to double down, haven't you? Fuck it.
I've hit my wall here. There's lines you don't cross, and
Hey,
I'll take you to the fucking cleaners, mate. Don't you even try this stuff.
What could I do if I didn't double down? I had to double down, or else I couldn't fucking done anything.
Oh, right.
Well, you could have got 40 ounce and DP'd his mother, but
Oh, fucking Jesus. She's a fucking national treasure. Don't you fucking talk about her like that.
Of course. But I had to fucking do it. I had to fucking.
Okay.
You just try. What is it? You try to impress your little friends. Is that what it is?
No, I don't have any friends to impress. I make myself laugh, and I'm my own favorite comedian.
Well, we start off talking about serious issues like Melina's shoes, and
yeah.
And now we've evolved into tentacle porn and mama jokes. Wow.
Well, we can talk about
Mama jokes.
roads if you
Don't
want.
forget the necrophilia. I had to throw that in.
Yeah. Oh God, we can talk about roads if you guys like. I'm sure that's a.
Roads,
Your
no roads.
I gotta hear about
roads.
Your mama's so dead, Dahmer would fuck her.
Oh. I have to ask Forty, is every time we see that girl, is that your girlfriend or your sister?
Your mother's so dead. She's about to bring up a fucking sandstorm and a shit Hollywood film. So don't even start the shite with me.
My mother's so dead. Her pussy's turned to a fossil.
Oh,
Well, then it's just like Hillary Clinton's.
it's fucking.
So your mother's so dead. She's gonna lay.
Yes, this is where you tell it to.
Give it up. Give it up. You're running it.
Your mother's so dead.
You lost momentum.
Fermented eggs in my mouth when I eat her out.
Fermented eggs. Oh, that would be. What are those Chinese eggs? I know the ones you mean. Where you.
I mean, I'll talk about reptilian.
I know you mean.
Yeah, but we're talking about pseudo Hillary.
Yeah, but
no. Probably gonna be just a huge blood clot. You know,
if any SJWs watch this, they would have a blood clot.
Excellent. Good. Publish it. Get it out there. Make it happen. Make it so.
No. I just had an idea because I'm not blocked by Sync or whatever the fuck his name is, the Young Turks guy. I was thinking of ways to shit post from block. Yeah, I should tweet this stream at him. He'll watch it for 5 minutes and be like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah.
Actually, he'll watch it for 5 minutes and we'll all be famous because, it'll be, look at these evil people, and because people do generally tend towards supporting the bad guy, whether they want to admit it or not, and all the girls like a bad guy, we could fucking be famous off this, lads.
Yeah.
I would just like to come out and say, Cabbage, I know nothing of your mom and I don't speak ill of her at all. This is all just for a joke. So.
No, it's fine, mate. Don't worry. I know. It's but it was just good to catch you out. That's all.
Of course. I have no idea about your fucking mom at all. So.
Oh no! Well, trust me, she was a total bitch. So,
come on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus
fuck.
Jesus.
Sense of humor.
Fuck.
Fucking talk about your mommy like that, you bastard.
Could you imagine if the Young Turks did a video on him? So I don't care how.
You kiss your mother with that mouth, Cabbage.
Not anymore. She's dead.
You fucking.
Oh my God!
I'm just trying to be a dickhead.
Why do you keep pursuing my poor mother? She's dead. Leave her alone. She can't defend herself.
You fucking dig her up and kiss her with that mouth. Jesus, fucking nasty.
Okay, come on, guys. It's time to leave Cabbage's mother alone. Now, 40 ounce is only about 20, so his mum should still be doable.
Do we talk about your mother then?
Doesn't she suffer enough?
Yeah. Just imagine just sticking your wiener in a tiny me. Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
This is going downhill bad.
40.
Welcome to the
Holy shit! Then we're gonna break on this car.
Further and further down the toilet bowl.
No, I'm just saying if we're going after someone's MILF, we'll go after the kid's MILF,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that's just.
Yeah, well, at least go for one that's alive. Let's go for one that's got a pulse.
I will never again wonder why my viewer rate is 85% male. You guys
Imagine that.
I wonder why.
God damn it.
I want to know who these
85% Nazi
are.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of pugs.
And the Nazi penguins. You know the Nazi penguins watch religiously. They love the red eye.
No, penguins can't be Nazis because they're black and white.
They're
way too heterogeneous.
Mad Dodge, it's like 3:30 in the morning. Shouldn't you have another kid by now?
It's only
Your wife spitting out another miracle.
Bloody hell.
It's okay, I'll ask you again at 4.
Hallelujah! 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 And the skies parted and brought forth another Mad Dodge progeny.
More tiny libertarians to walk the earth.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna start my own Ancapistan just with my family.
End up like fucking Waco. I'm waiting to see you on the news.
Oh God.
Maybe he's going to start his own royal family, you know? Keep it all in the family.
End up like the Baptist Church.
Oh God.
You know what, Mad Dodge? Tell your kids to just breed like rabbits, and you guys like spread
but
your
not with each
families,
other.
spread your-
Not with each
spread
other.
your-
Oh, Cabby, come on now.
You don't want to end up like those blue people, do you?
Well, we need you to outpopulate the Muslims, Mad Dodge, because we'd rather deal with libertarians than Muslims.
Well, yeah, we'll just leave you the hell alone.
Well, you see, this is the thing. At least Mad Dodge is doing something about the fucking problem. I don't see any you cunts getting your end away.
I never said I was going to do anything.
Well, I got fucking 3 kids here that are all white kids, so.
Only 3?
Well, you want fucking 3 more? Is that what you want?
Well, you have to equal Mad Dodge.
You have to raise them, dude.
Oh my God! Only a kid would want to dip their cracker in freaking salsa. Oh God! What kind of heathens am I raising?
Jesus fuck, man! Dip your cracker in salsa. I think that's euphemism.
Talk shit, Mad Dodge. Want to talk shit? I'm gonna scream, bitch. My stream now.
Yeah.
Well, until your boat sinks again.
Pirate's the new host, man. What's our next topic, sir?
Oh, you're so manly. Oh, I just.
No. I meant your kid. Your kid was taking over the stream. He started screaming over you.
Oh, that was a she, and she's just a brat to dip her crackers in salsa like a weirdo.
Yeah, she heard you talking shit, so she started screaming.
See, even you kids know you're full of shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. Right. ISIS threatens Pope Francis in Vatican. Jihadis warns. We will be in Rome, apparently. Yes.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, that'll be funny to watch a bunch of jihadis get shot in the fucking head in the middle of the Vatican.
Oh yeah.
They're going to try and start another crusade.
I mean, this isn't gonna end well.
Have you seen the Swiss Guard? They look like a fucking gay parade.
Well, sure, that's what ISIS is anyway,
curly
so.
shoes. Got curly shoes on, and they look like absolute ponces.
Those fucking gay halberdiers. Fucking God. Look at them. Hashtag 1091. Absolutely.
I love this Cole said the Vatican should build a wall. Oh wait, the Vatican surrounded.
Yeah.
Vatican City.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Actually, that might have been an idea for taxes.
You know, fucking people keep saying walls don't work, but I mean, you know, we had castles for a reason.
Oh, I love that
we have
thing.
castles.
Yeah.
You don't have castles.
No. We have castles over here. We have castles.
No, you have forts. We have castles.
Yes. You don't have there's no castles in America ever. Anyway.
We can build one. We can build it. We'll build a giant nation.
No, Vegas doesn't count. You can build a fucking, you can build an Eiffel Tower in Vegas. It doesn't make it an Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, well, I'll have you know, we have in Athens in Georgia. The birthplace of democracy was technically in Georgia, don't you know?
No, you have you also have a Baghdad. Did you know that?
Wait, do we?
Yeah, you do. There's a Baghdad in.
We've also got a Paris.
Paris, Texas. Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't know we had a Baghdad. That's funny.
You have a Baghdad. There is one.
Yes. We're so multicultural. Why don't you have a Baghdad? You fucking racist.
Because we got all the fucking, because we had the Vikings and the French and the Dutch and the Spanish and everyone else. We had all that to contend with.
The better question there, 40, is who the fuck even wants a Baghdad?
Yeah.
Baghdad doesn't even want Baghdad. Okay.
That's true. Baghdad destroys itself more often than not.
Actually, I'm just looking at something right now for strange names in America. You have a place called Accident in Maryland. You have a place called Big Arm, Montana. This is a good one. You have a place called Chicken in Alaska.
Chicken.
I should do that. A place called Coupon in Pennsylvania.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a place called Cut and Shoot in Texas. Surprise, surprise.
Cut and Shoot. Oh my god. That's a town.
And a place called Dogtown, Alabama.
The Freighter just put one in. Hell, in Michigan. Hell.
The one place Mod Dodge shouldn't visit is Fertile in Iowa.
What? Fertile, ooh.
Yeah, like he really needs any more of that. Yeah, Iowa. Fertile, Iowa.
I'm in Iowa. And I have, I'm about fucking 20 minutes away from Fertile, Iowa.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Well, it looks like I can't ever go visit you, Redbeard. I'll impregnate the whole town.
No, actually, the car is fine. The car
there won't even be any action or anything for him. He'll just walk into the city limit and instantly every woman there will be pregnant.
No, what you don't understand is the Fertile, Iowa is about as big as a local or a gas station stop on the highway. That's how big it is. And I just bought a car from my friend who lives in Fertile, Iowa.
Oh. Apparently there's a place called Anus.
No, my
Anus. You're kidding me. Anus. Are you shitting me? There's a place called Anus.
Yeah, sorry, that's in France.
Right, well, that makes sense.
But there is an Arab.
Iowa. And,
but there is an Arab in Alabama. A town called Arab. Even better. This is even better.
Voice can not all he fucking wants, but he's gonna be hosting my ass when I come to see him. And
in West Virginia, there's a place called. Are you ready for this? Bald Knob.
Oh, no. Yeah, fine.
There's a PP in Ohio.
Anyone want a bris? Anyone want a bris?
Even better, North Carolina, right? North Carolina, Big Butt Mountain.
Oh, that's Big Butte. Big Butte.
And in Essex County, New York, there is a Bitch Mountain.
Whatever. What about Trump Street in London? How about that? Huh?
What do you call it?
Trump Street? There is no Trump Street in London, is there?
Yes, there fucking is.
Is there? Yeah, but it's actually, not named after him.
Actually, if you want,
that's probably just where people farted or something. Because Trump over here actually means fart.
Because
in Shropshire,
you're so sucking on your fucking fish and shit chips.
No, we have a place called we have a place. There's a place south of London called Tit Hill.
Actually, there's a good one here in
True, it exists. It's real.
In Leicestershire. You know where Leicestershire is?
And it does
cabbage.
Look like a tit. It really does. It's even got it's got a nipple because it's got like a tower on the top of it. It looks like a fucking tit. Called
well,
tit.
let's be honest, cabbage. Your avatar looks like a tit, so.
My avatar looks like a tit. Well, yours looks like a cunt. So at least we're in good.
There's a place. There's a place in Leicestershire.
Here's
no,
one
guys,
commonality you have between you. I'd fuck the both of you.
Hey, you guys, you can go back to funny city names here in a second. I just got a push notification from Crout T. His new video is called "The Alt-Right is Too Dumb for Sex." Dude, have you ever been to a trailer park? You're wrong.
Have I ever been to a trailer park?
I'm talking about Crout T.
No, last name, guys. Last name. In Leicestershire, England, there's a place called Butthole Lane.
Yes, that's true. Although I'm going to say, I think that DeFreitas takes this one in the chat. Gobbler's Knob, Pennsylvania, where they do the groundhog, right? That's the Groundhog Day thing.
Oh, fuck.
Gobbler's Knob. Who comes up
Goblin Knob.
Gobbler Knob.
It's not really
Gobble's Knob.
So easy. Gobble Knob. Where's the chew pussy or something? There's got to be a.
It's not really that funny, but every time I go to California, I stop in Weed, California.
Oh yeah, I've stopped there too.
Well, been there many a times.
The rest of us just laugh at California in a hole.
Yeah.
California is still a shite hole anyway. No matter what you do, where you stop.
Oh, you guys.
I mean, you really have to get your ass out of there. Move somewhere else.
I fucking Nevada on the Greyhound years ago to visit my buddy, and we went through Weed, California. I don't know why. From Oregon, you should just go east, but whatever. Fuck you, Greyhound. But right after we left Weed, California, it burnt to the ground 3 days later. Like the wildfire just burnt it down.
Is that an admission of guilt?
No, it happened 3 days later. I didn't light the fire.
He just lit the joint that sparked the fire.
You threw the joint out the window that was still burning that hit the hedgerow that then turned into a fire.
No. I put my cigarette out.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think he hides up in the mountains now?
Yeah. Well, at least all those people in Weed, California died high as fuck.
They didn't need any sedatives.
Are you guys on the Discord?
What about Discord?
Are you guys on Discord on our Discord?
Yeah. Well, I use Discord.
Yeah, joined the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. You need to send me. Just add me on Discord. It's the same name. So.
Okay, yeah, I'll add you. But I was just making sure everyone's on already, so we can.
I think I am
on there too. So that'd be fun. But go proceed with the shit talk. Go ahead. No.
Oh god, this is fucking hilarious. When asked to denounce Antifa, Governor Terry McAuliffe denounces violence on both sides. Oh, how convenient. No, there's both sides. God damn it, dude.
Wait a minute.
That's because they can't lie. There's too much footage.
But wait a second. Isn't that exactly what Donald Trump said? But everybody threw a huge fucking fit about that.
Take fire. That was my point right there. Is that's exactly what Trump did.
So
actually, but you see, when they're sitting watching Trump, they're not actually hearing Trump. What they hear is completely different to what is actually said.
Yeah, what they hear is, "I am the new Hitler. Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil."
Actually, well, I mean, no. You know, this is one of the really good things about what's really been proven out. You know how far these fuckers want to go. You've heard about this, I'm sure. You know, in Voice, you know about the people who now request, like calling for the toppling of Trafalgar, the Nelson's column. The statue.
Actually, I heard about that.
Yeah, there's people calling for the idea that Nelson should be taken down. I kid you
When
not.
all of them should be shot for treason.
And he said that, where's the slippery slope? Where's it going to end up? It's like, what, we're going to pull down the, statue of Churchill? I mean, this is fucking 1984 writ large. It really is. It's gone absolutely fucking
Actually,
mental.
it's 1940
sticking
Germany
into
over
an
again.
asylum. These people need to be put in an asylum. I mean, seriously, these are people who need to be, protected from themselves because they are fucking mental.
No, as I said, shoot them for treason if they try taking it down.
Yeah, well, I'd say so. Well, I mean, I'd have said the same thing. I don't care, what the statue is. The statue is not a problem. I mean, at the end of the day, you got a problem with the statue. Educate somebody about why you have a problem with the statue. We're not going to have. You can't have nice things anymore, right? You know what it's like. You go through a park or something. You got statues and you got architecture and sculpture and things like that. They enhance the environment. These people are like utilitarians that want to turn us into the, this fucking neutral landscape where there's nothing pleasurable, there's nothing educational, there's nothing entertaining. Fuck all. I hate that.
They tried that in Sweden and look what happened.
Exactly. Fuck them. I swear to God, it's sickening. It really is. That you can't have any beauty in the world. They shoot a fucking peacock or a butterfly if it offended them.
Well, you can't have white beauty in the world.
No. Speaking of statues, I saw the next one to be removed today on Twitter. They have a statue in Boston of potatoes. It's like a stack of potatoes, like out.
Oh my God!
And the plaque says potato, potato, potato. Like that's all it says. Just potato.
Is it a potato or is it a potato though? I mean, are you getting gender specific on the potatoes?
Wait, is that the difference? Genders? What? So that's the difference between tomato and tomato? One's a male, one's a female.
What? Why are they taking the statue down?
Well, no, it'd be language, wouldn't it? It'd be language.
That I want it.
Potato.
They removed Robert E. Lee. I want the potato statue removed. It offends me.
Oh.
It's an Irish stereotype. I think Voice can agree with me. That is very offensive.
Retarded.
Come down, right, Voice?
No, it's actually not offensive to me. As long as it offends you, American, I'm happy for it to stay where it is.
You're supposed to have my back on this one, you Irish.
We Irish built America. It wasn't them black fellas, it was the Irish.
Anyway, you shouldn't mention potatoes to the Irish because they get upset about that. They have issues.
Yeah, they have potato stress syndrome, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be like that now, is it, guys?
Guys,
do you really want to go down that road?
The world.
We on every other
world. I don't think everybody else understands. The world ended when the potato famine hit. Okay, now we're all living in the Matrix.
It's all virtual. It's a virtual experience.
I just want to know why you guys couldn't grow a different crop. I mean, that would make sense to me.
Hey, I don't know why you can't just fuck off.
Because Ireland's a bog and anything will grow here.
Yeah, but you got fucking oceans. You got sea. You got fish.
They did fish.
Actually,
get a fucking boat.
They did. It wasn't just that.
No,
there's hardships at sea that don't necessarily happen on the land, and except this one hardship did come in and fuck everything up.
And this is the second time in history the Irish have got the American and Brits to fight.
The Irish, they're like little leprechauns, you see? That's the whole point. They want you like a swan.
Get me pot of gold.
Oh, insufferable people, but you have to suffer.
The chat says grow cabbage. You don't want more cabbage.
There you go. You see, solution to every problem.
Well, where were you when it happened then, huh? Why weren't you there growing the cabbage?
I was unborn. Where were you in 1272?
Getting sunk off the.
You know, fucking stupid question.
Nah, don't you know everything is based around reincarnation? That's how it all works.
Of course it is. Oh, well, we're all become fucking Buddhists now, have we?
Yep.
When did that happen? Nobody notified me. I didn't get the memo.
Buddhist cabbages.
Well, see, the thing is, reincarnation wouldn't work unless you remember what you did the last time, because you're meant to be able to do better than you did the last time. So if you don't know what you did, then you can't do better. So you'll end up doing the same, and you'll end up doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah, it's perpetual persecution, which is why Buddhism is full of shit. It's the same thing as any other religion. Nonsense. They're all fundamentally flawed.
I want to see hell.
But hell is born out of. Well, yeah. I mean, at least you're gonna get good barbecue. I mean, think of it that way, right? They're gonna have great barbecue.
There's 7 levels to it, you know. So when you get bored with one, you can go down to the home.
That's right, and you know it. All the party people are gonna be there, right? I mean, you got all the deviants and people who are just up to crazy shit. So
yeah, but there's one thing.
You go to heaven, and all you got is a bunch of people going, "Oh, we have to praise this person." Oh, how wonderful.
Well, we have to go to hell now and get out of it before Hillary Clinton dies, because she'll be there.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but I think they probably made an extra layer. I mean, I'm sure there is a spare layer that they have for those sort of people. But the rest of the people, it'll be this big party time.
You guys can all have fun with all of that, because I made a deal with Davy Jones, so that's trapped underneath the ocean forever is probably
down Davy Jones' locker.
Yep, right down in the locker yard. I don't have a fucking parrot, okay? Like I wish I did. That'd be kind of cool.
You should have one. You really should get one.
I think soon.
Get one, then eat it.
Why is fucking tilapia? Okay.
Dude, I mean,
why?
I'm not fucking Osborne.
Ozzy Osbourne, that shit. Yeah, bite the head off of a live parrot.
but then go sophisticated and then use a Gordon Ramsay recipe for preparing it.
Oh God.
The cream fraiche.
This chicken is so rare. It crossed the road to get away from your fucking shite cooking.
Oh, God.
Fucking shit. Gordon Ramsay.
Fucking beautiful man.
I know. So many Jewish jokes have been born out of his fucking cooking. Like, I don't.
What?
Jewish jokes out of his cooking? Really?
What do you want?
Yeah. This Jew is so undercooked it's still screaming in the attic, or shit like that. I can't think of anything.
Right. So yeah, a good vet could get this back on its feet. That sort of thing. I mean, they're old jokes though. They're nothing new. Jesus. Anyway, Jews moan about anything and everything. Their entire comedy structure is based on fucking moaning.
Millions.
True. Seinfeld. It's just like Seinfeld, right? You take every episode of Seinfeld. What is it? I'm going to take exception to the most insignificant. I've been inconvenienced in some way, and I'm going to make it into a big issue. You got the same thing with, Raymond. I love Raymond. Or whatever.
I hated that show. If I had been Raymond's wife, I'd have fucking killed the cunt.
I would, exactly. It's just like, just a whiny cunt. You really are such a fucking bitch. He was a bitch. He was just a whiny bitch.
That's why I couldn't watch it, because all he did was whine, fucking whine.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, and I think she'd have plausible deniability on that one. I mean, I think at least she could claim, mental tension or something.
Or just say he was a Jew and pretend to be a Nazi.
Exactly. Well, he was in disguise. He was actually a Nazi. Well, I just don't get Jewish comedy. I mean, some of it's fun. I mean, look at Curb Your Enthusiasm. What is that? Same thing, right? I'm fucking moaning about stuff. Just fucking moaning. That's all they ever do in terms of their comedy. Now, you compare that to, say, like, I don't know, Monty Python or, I mean, well, any other comedy. Anything that's not Jewish.
Spitting Image.
Jewish comedy is based on bitching.
I don't know. I did like the one about it was the Jewish comedian. He'd get in a car and he'd go out with a famous person and get coffee.
Yeah, but that's Seinfeld. That's Jerry Seinfeld.
Really? That's Seinfeld?
Yes.
But I bet you made the game.
I never watched that show. I'll be honest with you.
And exactly what does he do? He just goes out and plays the same old Jewish jokes with another Jewish comedian. And that's the weird thing. He doesn't go out and find other people. No, it's always got to be Jewish.
No, he went out with Barack Obama. I remember that one.
Well, yeah, well, of course. I mean, everyone fucking sells their soul down the road for, a little bit of social justice, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
hey, look, Barack Obama did a fucking episode of Bear Grylls.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did.
I remember.
He fucking did. I shit you.
Bear
I saw that.
Bear Grylls.
He did. It was in Alaska.
Fucking Nancy.
Well, I don't know. The guy actually ended up squeezing some camel shit into his mouth and drank
Well,
it.
that's the thing.
I don't know. I just think I think he just wanted to do that. I think it's kind of
He ended up
fucking
also
weird.
drinking his own piss.
There you go. Well, then again, people, America was discovered by people who were drinking their own piss.
No, they weren't. And
Yes, they were.
If it's good enough for
good
enough for Trump to get pissed on, it's good enough for me.
There you go. Of course, which never happened. But,
Everyone in America
facts
do that. And we're all like, what in the fuck is he doing? Like, no, you should not drink your own fucking piss. When you're
that's why you drink each other's.
No, it's so bad. He fucked up early when he should not have done that.
What about that CNN guy that ate some brain or whatever?
Oh, technically committed an illegal act. Yes, I actually remember that.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Who did what? What? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, there was this CNN guy that went out and hung out with some, got culturally enriched by some Indian tribal, like actually from India. There is these this cult of death worshippers that will literally eat. They will literally smear their own feces on them and eat the brains of dead people. And he literally ate.
That's the Thuggies. Yeah, no, they're called the Thuggies. Yeah, no, they're the Thuggies. I mean, they were in. I mean, hell, even Indiana Jones. The Thuggies. Yeah, I mean, they're a well-known thing. They're a historical reality. That's
I can't remember.
They got roots.
I can't remember if it was the Thuggies, but yeah, he legitimately ate brains. But technically, by doing that, he was actually violating U.S. law. He can technically go to jail.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the U.S.
Yeah, but he didn't eat an American, so he's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, as I don't know,
He's got a get out clause. He's fine.
He had to help.
I get help to smell.
He did get fired, right? They canceled the show and everything.
Who?
The guy that ate brains.
Did he?
I had to laugh. He said the guy who ate brains, and then there was a scream in the background.
Oh, well, don't mind that. It's dinner time. That's all. No.
Exactly. There you go. Even worse.
Oh no, they're excited for the brains.
It's dinner time. They're eating each other's brain. Holy shit.
See, that's what happens in libertarian town.
This is what happens when you privatize police forces, Mad Dodge.
Yeah, you name yourself Despicable Me.
This is the chaos you asked for.
You want it, you got it.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can't do nothing about the yelling in the background. They're 1-year-old twins. There's not much I can do about it.
You can whip them.
Well, there's a thing
you
today
can take
called
them
a
to the
pillow.
shed. Take them to the shed.
Yeah, you can just kind of. What you do is you walk up to them and you backslap them across the face and you say, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you do. You do a good dad. Like oh god, who's the fucker who did this with his kid?
Yeah, take him to voices.
No, yeah, Daddy of 5. Yeah, do a Daddy of 5 on them. So you can make money. No, monetize it.
Okay, so first off, I don't support just walking up to a kid and backhanding them like that.
Well, you don't have to support it, but other people will. That's how you get monetized.
Right. But Daddy of 5, right? No, Daddy of 5, like, not only physically, he emotionally fucked with those kids. Like,
that's the best way. That's how you do it, man.
That's exactly what women do to everybody. They always
That's
the
it, Mod
emotions,
Dot.
right?
The next time your kid cries and they're sitting on the floor, just go up and take a big piss on them. And then say, I keep doing that.
And if they do something really bad, wank on them.
ever have the thought, I'm a bad person. I'll just go on a stream with you guys.
Cabbage. There is a line somewhere.
Sorry, did I cross something there? Okay.
Man, R. Kelly got away with it. You can't though because you're white.
Was that an ups moment?
So, did you just assume my race? How dare you?
Are you appropriating my culture then with your avatar? How dare you?
Oh, all right, fair enough. Wait a minute, white people don't have a culture. Fuck off.
Oh shit! God damn.
You're committing
no,
white
it's only
hate.
white Swedes that don't have a culture.
Yeah, I just need to pull up the Black Lives Matter website real quick. I'll just read from their bullet points.
Hang on, let me look up what I have to argue with. Well, it says here that white people are the devil. Okay.
That's correct. We're all white.
Well, actually, look at Redbeard's avatar.
He just said either.
See, this is the thing that I don't get, right? The white devil thing, right? So we're meant to be the ones persecuting the blacks. Well, the blacks have been persecuting the blacks all the time, right? We know that, right? So if you go with this black persecution concept, let's take it back. Like, I mean, the idea is it's all about reparations, correct? Right? That's their issue. They want reparations because they were ill-treated. So who actually has to pay the bill? Well, take it back, right? So the white man was the one who enslaved them. By their view, of course, they were actually enslaved. I mean, we all know that they were enslaved by their own people and sold by their own people to the white man, right? So they're already pre-slaved before they even got on a ship, right? So let's take it back to what? So we're blaming the white people. So how did the white people end up with slaves? Well, that's because of all of the European infighting that went on, right? So we now, I mean, say, for example, you want to blame the British, or, Americans would then blame the British. The British can then say, well, okay, we're going to blame the Scandinavians because of the Viking invasion. And we can then, blame the Danish. We can blame the French and the Spanish and everyone else. And then you just take it back. So who is actually ends up being accountable? The very people who left the savannah in the first place because they claimed that the birth of humanity came out of Africa. So the Africans made this fucking thing happen in the first place. Right? Technically.
Wait, you mean you just went through...
If you want to take it back to source, you got to take it back to source. And they claim that the fucking, Africa was the birthplace of humanity.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who made the fucking problem in the first place. So they actually owe us.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go back to the very first nation state, the Sumerians, those dirty bastards, those racist Middle Easterns with their slavery and civilization and so on.
Right. Everybody else was just trying to get along and live in their tribes and shit, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck it
My
all up with society and civilization of a sort.
My people was just being kings in Europe, being Germans and whatnot.
Yeah, the Caucasian mountains and stuff. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's the ones who left the savannah and ventured north, right? Well, aren't they the ones that instigated all of this? Fair question, right? If we're looking for reparations, you might go back to source.
Yeah, that's a good point. And looks like the chat too. I was gonna say thanks for coming on, 40, but I think he's already gone. But yeah, it was good having him on. Well, then wouldn't you blame the Egyptians because they enslaved the Jews at like 200 BC or 2000 BC or whatever?
Yeah, but where did the Egyptians come from? Well, they have to come from the source, right? There's still the Adam and Eve, the original pairing that occurred. They want to claim that, they are the birthplace of humanity. Well, then they're also the ultimate responsibility of humanity, aren't they? Don't you think?
Yeah, no, in the chat, Watcher says, we was Führers. That's pretty funny.
Well, DF's got, do you mind get DF the link? You come in?
Where'd the faggot go?
40 said earlier, that's why I started early and it's not a red eye. So I had to get off here around 6 or 7 and it's already 8. So he started
Redbeard's
out
very quiet. Why is Redbeard's quiet? Not like him.
He's passed out.
No, he's masturbating. He's just masturbated. He's masturbated himself into a coma.
too much tentacle porn, huh, Redbeard?
Yeah. Well, did you send him notes? Those Nazi chicks you sent him. That's what it was. All that Nazi porn.
Actually, I saw some good pirate porn.
Pirate porn. Oh, I know. Sinking ship. Are they actually pirate porn where they can keep an internet connection?
Oh, listen.
Well, I don't know. I only watched 3 minutes of it, and then
look, that damn hurricane just came through, and it fucked up the waters and everything, right? And we're still experiencing some storms and aftermath out on it. Everybody, relax.
I've just figured it out. Pirate is a refugee coming across in a boat.
That's right. It's all right. It'll be picked up by an NGO in, somewhere north of Libya.
Oh,
Pirate,
God.
you better not be an illegal immigrant.
Send me your GPS coordinates.
I'm not well, okay, it depends on where I am if you want to consider me illegal immigrant. But if I'm in the United States, I'm not.
We'll get Lauren Sullivan and our friends to go and get you in their boat.
I heard Patreon offered her page back. Did she ever take it back, or did she tell them to go fuck themselves?
No, she took it back.
I didn't hear that.
She told to go fuck. They offered it back. She said, "Thank you very much, but fuck yourself." But she took it anyway. Pure, and I understand that she's got to get she's got to have the ability to make some money. But she told them to fuck themselves, like for what they've done. Which I think is
come on! If Lauren wants to make money, all she has to do is play games in a low cut and top on the internet.
No,
I mean, come on.
I mean, hell, you got topless TV these days. Topless news. If she did that, she'd make a fortune.
Is it Italy or Spain that has a topless weather girls?
No, I think that's Brazil, isn't it? Or is it there's a Mexican or Brazil? It's definitely Portuguese or Spanish.
Yeah, I know because I remember seeing them, and it was the first time I've been interested in the weather.
No, Laura Southern can make a shit ton of money. She just has to do a sex tape with Faith Goldie. I'll buy it.
Oh my gosh, you fucking sick bastard.
Sick?
Actually, that's what you should name the stream. The Sick Bastards. Not man streaming, the Sick Bastards.
No, it's BeerStream. This one is BeerStream, isn't it?
Not necessarily the fantasy itself, Mad Dodge. I'm just saying, you're suggesting that she lesbian whores herself out on the internet for money, you know, like you for your personal gain. It's just sick of you. Your intentions are
come
sick.
on. Anybody with a Patreon in this stream is a slut. They're cheaping themselves out. And the only one I know the only one I know who has a Patreon here is Redbeard. Here's the only hooker of the stream.
He's the whore. You whore!
I'm telling you, he's fucking dead. He's collapsed.
They both left the Rebel earlier, and you know, they might need some extra money. It's just an idea, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you sick.
An idea for what? Sorry.
Just have a talk with Mercedes Carrera.
God. Shit.
Yeah,
Manifest.
I think that about the downward spiral that has been this stream for the last hour and a half. Any last thoughts, guys?
You're folding it. What? Jesus. I was just getting into my fucking groove.
Yeah, why are you calling it mad?
All right.
Because he's just had another kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what is it? 4 o'clock. Exactly, 4 o'clock. He's dropping another sprog.
Yeah, I gotta go catch the kid.
Every hour on the hour. Another one fucking pops out.
You know what? Speaking of
it's like that Monty Python show, remember from
exactly.
The Meaning of Life?
Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is good.
There's somebody walking behind you with coconuts, clicking them together.
Oh, come on. You know, we only say it because we love you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going back to what we talked about a while ago, somebody said something about a crusade. What if the Pope did issue a call to arms? How would the world take that shit? Because there's a lot of Catholics.
Well, Greece and Italy would definitely, because on Mexico and probably where else? Is Puerto Rico Catholic, isn't it?
Yeah, South America would definitely, you would probably do a call to arms. But I mean, what they could do with it, really, I mean, this is the thing. You can say there's a call to arms. You know, what have they got to fucking use? I mean, you know, what are their weapons? So, yeah, the Catholic countries tend to be the ones which are pretty deprived. That's the whole point, right? This is the whole, you know, they tend to be the less developed countries because the only reason you believe in Catholicism is because you're dumb, stupid, and dependent.
Well, that's the only reason you'd believe in any religion.
Well, yeah, totally. I agree on that one.
That and the fear of death.
Yeah, and also the fear of, you know, the abyss and you know, your soul.
Well, Red
you know, one
doesn't
day,
have one.
probably the Catholic Church would be probably doing futures and souls. Stock market.
Well, they actually used to sell. What did you call them? Where I think it was back in the.
Yeah, you used to be able to buy the pieces of a saint or whatever. You could buy, you know, you could buy your.
No,
way
it was
into
forgiveness.
Heaven.
You could basically, if you did something wrong, give the priest money, and he give you this wee certificate saying you've been, you know.
Yeah, you buy your way into heaven. Yeah, and of course the original part, you know, the thing is that, you know, a rich man can't get into the gates of heaven, but you can buy your way in apparently. So yeah, get a figure. I mean, who needs to know about the hypocrisy?
Well, I say if you want to enter,
you just gotta believe, brother.
If you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, I say, empty your pockets and hand me all you can.
Exactly.
Yeah, slip Peter 50 at the gates, you know.
Look, I like to come out and say that I know that there are churches that aren't like that. I do know that there are churches that do live by their honest values and such. They're very rare and far and in between. But the majority of people, the majority of churches I've ever seen and been to growing up in a religious household, it was very much so about greed, money, and grabbing what you can during the tithing. But pushing inconspicuously Oh, you don't have to feel obliged to give, but if you give, God will smile down upon you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I mean, it's just fucking hypocrisy all the way, isn't it?
But no, but how cool would it be to see a Crusader army march in there and just handle shit for us? And what kind of weapons?
Oh, indulgences. Thank you. MC just put it in. Indulgences.
What
And
kind
that's
of
the whole
weapons?
point, right? The fucking clues in the net. Indulgence.
They could use, I mean, the Pope has a shitload of money. I'm sure that he could buy them some AK-47s. They'd be on, you know.
It just
But when you
Why the
throw the
fuck?
gold, but when you throw the gold up into the air and you say, you know, God take what you give unto, you know, God. What was the thing? You know, he threw the gold in the air. That God will take his share. The whole point was that it would all fall to the ground because obviously there was no God.
No Jews will take it before it lands.
Well, no, they were the Jews who actually made that point. That's the whole point. They wanted to prove the fact that they could take all the shit.
Hey, hey guys.
You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, he's back. He's alive. It's
Well,
alive.
I'm alive for only a few seconds, but I just want to say, hey, Voice, you're gonna be around for the man streaming tomorrow.
What time's it at?
10 a.m. Pacific time, U.S.
What's that?
Pacific time, US. That's about 5 or 6 in the evening now. That should be all right, yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead and we'll send you a fucking message or something.
Okay,
Not a problem.
I just sub to your Discord and you're not even inviting me. Fuck you.
Well, you'll be
Who
on.
the fuck would want to invite you?
You can be one of the guests. You can be the fucking guest on one of the next speaks.
No, I'm slurred. Don't give a
Yes,
shit.
Cabot, stop trying to steal my thunder.
Fuck you, alright? Fuck you and your fucking cabbage.
Yeah, well, fuck
but,
you and your beard. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I'll put semen in your beard.
Yeah.
Or you just fuck his beard.
They run a tight ship over there on man streaming, Cabbage. They don't like a bunch of
my beard. Yeah.
Give me your fucking sticky beard.
I
just want to make sure. I'm about to get off for the night, so I wanted to say thank you for the streaming all tonight for everybody, and Voice of One, I might see you tomorrow, and Cabbage, thank you as always for the good talk. And
take a handy breath.
And for everybody, thank you very much. I'm chiming out for the night though, so
we love you. Have a nice day.
All right,
take her home.
You guys too. Have a good night.
Yep, thanks for being on, Redbeard.
Yep, no problem. Adios,
amigo.
But yeah, Cabbage. They usually have just their co-host and then one guest over there on man streaming. So.
Oh no, I know. I was only busting his balls. It wasn't serious.
Run a tighter ship than I do. I invite everybody and their dog on. I don't give a shit.
You don't have a ship. Pirate has a ship, but it keeps bobbing and he keeps getting disconnected.
Yep. Every time we just hit that like bottom of the wave, right?
It's the ebbs and
He's sitting
flows
up in
of
the
life.
crow's nest now. He's sitting on the crow's nest with an iPhone, going, "Come on, signal."
It's alive.
Fuck that! I do not have an iPhone. I do not use that garbage.
Hello?
Oh yeah.
Hello?
Hello, what?
No, I think Parrot's trying to say something, but they can't hear him.
Oh, yeah. I said I don't use an iPhone. That's just fucking garbage technology.
You're 2 cups and a piece of string, then.
He's got a crow's nest and a dodgy internet connection.
Yeah. I just sit up in the crow's nest and I look out upon the ocean and, talk to assholes.
But yeah, we are starting to get some dead airs and stuff. There's only 2 people watching still, so let's sign out and then we can bullshit in the private chat. Thank you everybody for watching Mad Dodge Productions. It's been a pleasure as always. Anybody want to give out their Twitter or anything?
At Severa.
Can you say that in English?
No, he's Irish.
At Severa.
Hmm.
Oh, you
All
bunch
right.
of fucking Yanks don't know what a German accent is. Fuck's sake.
The Führer. Hi, Z Kyle.
All right, I know Cabbage,
Oh my god.
and he doesn't shout out his channel. Real quick.
Yeah, go Pirate Nation, like, subscribe. Woo!
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my fucking. I still want to see my thing about.
I know.
You know, you haven't fucking done it, you prick.
I know. I'm sorry.
Listen, if you can't find your own thing, don't think Parrot can find it for you.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Search party, right?
God.
I didn't hear that last
by the way,
intro.
We search for Cabbage's penis.
But yeah, that was the inference. Yeah, that was the he's inferring I have a small penis and nobody can find it. Oh, it's so subtle. Max, I'm not gonna get on Twitter ever, mate. I don't do the twat. No, sorry, twit. Never.
Mad Dodge, are we still live? I can't tell. Mad Dodge, did you die? Did you finally shoot yourself because of too many children?
No, he's just having to clean up the afterbirth.
Oh God.
He's probably slipped. He's probably slipped and broke his hip.
You ever seen a horse blink its eye? Oh man.
It's always funny when people try and do this stuff, you know, they just say, well, how weird can we get? There's always a weirder place.
And you always find it.
Yeah, but only because people guide me there.
Seriously, did something happen to Mad Dodge?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he had a brain tumor.
Well, guys, I guess welcome to part 2 of the beer stream. This is your host.
Mad Dodge has currently died. He's reproducing another spawn of Satan.
Actually, he disappeared.
He's given up. No stamina. Some people. No wonder you didn't win the Revolutionary War.
Fucking Mad Dodge. Son of a bitch, man. Too many children, dude. That's what I'm calling it.
Well, you know, you keep stabbing it.
He's gonna pull a Kurt Cobain.
Someone's attacking his bunker up there in the hills.
They found him. We ratted him out on the street and they caught him.
He just got hellfired. That's a drone attack. But we're still live, though. I mean, it'll be live for what, 15 minutes until it times out.
Well, I guess welcome to the 15-minute stream, everybody.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute. Yeah, well, what's that thing they have with the guns? You know, like the mental minute or something of just firing rounds.
A mental minute.
It's called the LA Police Force.
You mean like firing rounds for a solid straight minute?
Yeah, you know, they have that thing, don't they? Right? So we got 15 minutes of total mentalness, because obviously he's not disconnected us, so he has no idea what the fuck we're doing at the moment.
Quick, get the Nazi porn on. You'll never know.
Oh my god. This could get fucking... No, we can't do that to him. That would be too mean. That would be really too bad.
15
fucking
minutes to
Nazi
get Mad
bitch
Dodge
being
permaban from YouTube.
some chick dressed in Nazi outfit getting fucked by a German Shepherd. That
It's
would be that might be it. That
like
might be
J.K.
too much.
Rowling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, J.K. Rowling in a Nazi uniform being fucked by a German Shepherd. That was definitely that's good TV.
Spike TV.
Oh my god, I think we took it a bit too far here. Is there a border? Where are the borders? Borders!
So are no borders in this today's world.
Apparently not.
Man, I mean, we've got some time here to just fuck around freely on Mad Dodge's channel. I don't know what to do with it.
He's gonna get pissy though if we do anything too stupid. Actually, no, he won't, because he's cool anyway. He's sound.
Let's just
It's been a good stream though. I gotta say, it's been fun. I mean, that's one of the funnest streams I've done.
Right.
Oh, he definitely comes the best streams now.
I don't know why he's wanting to end it, but okay.
Oh yeah, well he bailed. But the thing is, we're still live. Yeah, you see, this is fucking. It'd be better if it wasn't live, and then we could just sort of like rap. I don't want to do anything really bad just because you. Yeah, well. Nah, fuck it. Let's just carry on as we were.
So, what do you guys think about the missile that North Korea launched that went over Japan this time?
It didn't go over Japan. Nobody's proven it went over Japan. Where is the fucking evidence that it actually went over Japan?
No, North Korea is saying it went over Japan.
Yeah, exactly, and nobody actually proved it. And what I'm saying is that, like, you show me, Japan has the highest number of cameras per head of population of the entire planet. You tell me nobody saw a vapor trail going over their head?
Right.
Well, I'm guessing because it's North Korea, their missile was actually a fucking trebuchet and some poor fucker dressed as a missile.
No, see what they did was they put it on a boat, right? And they just like sailed it out to a little bit out of the waters of Japan, off the shore of Japan somewhere, and then just like detonated it. Said, "Oh look, we launched a missile over you."
No, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. All of these missiles that they're tested, they're duds. They don't have any warheads on them. Obviously, you don't go launching something just to test something, with a warhead on it.
Right.
Yeah, they put concrete in the warhead, kind of weighted out so that it's basically the same. They're only testing the launch capacity of these.
Well, here's the thing that I worry about.